like you guys were hungry.
Oh! It's Dick Johnson!
Dick Johnson! Dick Johnson.
Bomb is in play. Attack the weapon cache.
Dick. Hey, better luck next time, guys. You might win the game.
You had to lay down.
You guys tried your best. That's okay.
It just wasn't good enough. You know what happens to most of the world.
Dude, your whole team.
No,
You had
keep
to
talking.
lay down, Mandalorian.
You gotta
really
make
kill me.
excuses for losing.
Well,
That's
it
your
worked.
problem.
It worked, didn't it? Tony supercuts.
We could start at 5 on 6. We could
You
start
want
with
to
the
keep
whole
making
team.
excuses.
I go to
for
great
loss,
clips
big guy.
myself.
We could start.
I get
You got
a good
guy
result.
wearing 5.
Still, man.
Oh my god, you suck so bad.
You're
Guys,
uninstalled. Play
Oh,
Fortnite.
I got more kills than all of y'all garbage. 14 kills on y'all trash ass kids.
Have fun at McDonald's in the morning.
Playing A or B.
Get out of my lobby.
Stay sharp for the next one.
This guy hard scoped you harder than.
Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this scope glare I see right here. Oh, just kidding. You weren't ready, so you died. Maybe you should hard scope next time.
Search and destroy.
Tell your probation officer you're out past your curfew.
Search and destroy.
Get out of here. You suck. Oh my gosh, you suck.
Trash, bro. Y'all trash.
Have fun at McDonald's.
Trash, bro.
Don't get hit by the frying grease. If you snipe, you have a micro penis.
We're taking control. CIA. Keep that up or we get to go home.
Me, isn't it?
He had a sniper.
Oh.
No balls.
Anything that's longer than you get offended by.
Actually, no.
Switching rally points.
I just have dignity. And a rock
Question.
solid confidence in myself.
That's an amen right there.
Protect the objectives.
I don't trivialize myself with the words of sheep.
Yeah, just your own voice.
No, I'm a lion. Hey McChicken, how was the shift today? Get any grease on your hands?
He might be mentally retarded. That's why he works at McDonald's.
I'm surprised it's not Walmart. It's almost a requirement.
We're taking control.
They were giving me a hard time because we dropped into 6 houses and they were fighting some people. And I said, hey guys, I know you're in a fight, but there's a backpack over here. And they made fun of me. I was like, I just didn't want them to miss out on it.
Well, I mean, you could have waited, right?
Well, then I would have forgot to say something. So.
Pop one in the water. Oh, you just peeked.
Ooh, a rock right at 10. Nice shot.
I hope.
Inch in front of him. Suck it.
14 shots in your game.
Oh, let's go. Can you get there?
That was nuts. Is that enough time?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think
It'll
I
be
got
close.
it. I think I got it.
That was insane.
Bomb defused.
That was
Well done.
absolutely
Wow.
That is the way. On to the next round.
Nice
Push
try,
it
fellas.
around and spit it out.
Somebody
You
got
should have smoked.
What the?
That is so bad.
That's just a row. That was hairy.
There's one,
like
there's
it.
back shipping on the pipes. Sniping.
One's planning. Got him.
Dirty bitch. Fucking
Man, you guys suck.
SMGs, you fucking pussy.
hey,
Shut the fuck
hey,
up.
good going,
Fucking username. Show you faggot. Fuck you. What are you doing? Shut the fuck up.
It's a myth. It's actually not any bigger than a white man.
Shut the fuck up.
There it is.
Yeah.
Two mid.
Pushing through.
Ooh.
Hit it, boys.
I was about to leave.
You guys are fucking garbage at this game, nigga. Eating a little too much watermelon over there.
Take me home.
That's not even the original. That's not even the original.
Got suck dick. I'm sorry. Suck so much dick. No! Oh my gosh, you see it, boys?
What is this? Are you kidding me? Dropping like it's hot.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, how bad are they that they died to you right there? Come on.
No way.
Did you like the bag, Greg? Did you like the bag? There it is.
We're losing Alpha.
By the way.
Man. What a bad shot.
Planting the bomb. Secure the area. The bomb has been...
Oh, Greg.
Let's go.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. You gotta be so happy.
Bottom A.
Below you, Greg.
Let's go.
Hey.
Taking the hard point.
Tell me you let that guy 180 kill you.
The hard point is ours.
Tell me you let that guy 180 kill you.
Scooter's still looking for his first kill.
That was on point the whole time. That 53 seconds of not finding anyone.
Well, you know, best players find a way.
Oh, I'm Greg and I get off to making fun of Doran. Oh, yeah.
I'm gripping the table.
My
Daddy, I need you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hear you on a couple times. I wonder if you rate it.
And Greg had
That's
no
not a
kills.
joke.
Go ahead.
Oh.
That was a very ugly stab.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, we know how to throw a game if it's not going our way, right? So. PS4 just magically shut off. Oops.
Get ball.
Greg, stop typing.
I'm not.
No, we needed you and we needed to drop Greg. This is great. The guy's ass.
Oh my gosh. I was about to boot up Elder Scrolls.
Boo.
No need for that trash game. No need.
No.
You kiss yourself with that mouth? Alright, pipe check.
Oh, he's
Oh.
tagged! Oh, baby! Oh, he's washing. He's washing.
That's terrifying.
Who's next? Who's We're dead. Get out. Get out of my game. Get out of my game! Raptors are gonna kill me for him. Oh my gosh, they chased me that far.
Hey, way to get wrecked.
Thanks for that, boys.
Hey,
You guys cut on your diaper.
Anytime soon, or what? Wait, what happened?
You better have Maddie change your diaper for the next game there, Greg.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Greg is pissed, can't you tell?
I mean, you got a pretty good voice, so I think I'll listen.
Ooh.
Okay. He was a scooter boy. He said, "Put it in my pooter boy." I said, "I don't want to do that."
Not very
Dude,
good.
how is my?
Hey Connor, when you're watching this, I just really want to piss you off. Oh my gosh. Can't let me kill you there, buddy. Oh my gosh, you can't let me kill you there, buddy. Oh my. What?
He's got a defuse. Yep.
Get out of my lobby!
Yes! Good job.
Thank you, Dick Johnson. No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all genders, ages, and walks of life, welcome. Richard Korn here. This is the one and only Scooter Boy that we have here on the other line. We are joined this evening by none other than Jared L. Bubba. I've got just a couple of questions for you, because this tournament is actually the first official Gay Boy birthday tournament that we have ever had in the GCDL.
Is there a specific gay boy you're referring to?
So I figured that this would be a great opportunity, to say some kind things.
Let me just thank you. I think this is really, really nice of you to put this on. For the person we'll be talking about, I can tell that you really love this person and you really care for them. You know, I thought when you said that you wanted me to come on and say some nice things about your wife because her birthday's coming up, I really worked hard to think about some really nice things about Rochelle, and I think I got some good stuff to share about her for you. So thanks for asking me to say some kind words.
This weekend was the birthday of the executive janitor himself of the Donut Brothers, the founder of the GCDL. Yeah, you're very welcome. And she is, just a outstanding individual, and that's of course what I love about her. But in fact, this interview has exactly nothing to do with her. But this evening we're going to be discussing someone who shares the same birthday as Rochelle, but none other than Griff.
Oh, Greg. Is that you mean?
Yeah, that's one and the same.
Oh, well, that's kind of. That's kind of weird. I don't know Greg Thomas very well. Why would you be talking about him?
No, this is Greg Smith.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
Like skinny Greg Smith, like Scarecrow Greg Smith, or
yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
The one and only Greg Smith. I'm just wondering if it's shorter or longer, because we've heard conflicting reports, and this issue has not ever been laid to rest definitively.
Yeah, it's all about perception and everything. So should we just answer this right now and just kind of get to the chase of it? So all right.
Oh, good lord! What is your number one best gaming moment with our GCDL founder?
Best gaming moment with Greg.
Yeah, like just say that you have to select, and obviously there's a lot to pick from, right? But let's say you have to just choose one that you think something about it just stands a cut above the rest.
Yeah, for sure.
Wisdom and Jared L. Bubba, they just go together like a horse and a carriage, right? The first question here, the best gaming moment, number one gaming moment that you've ever experienced while playing alongside Greg?
Honestly, probably any time I get the chance just to gun him down. We've all seen plenty of examples of that, but I think we probably have time to roll the tape. Am I right? Can we just roll the tape?
Planting the bomb. Secure the area.
Gonna be.
Hi, my name's Greg, and I think I'm the best at video games out of all my friends. Haha, watch me go! Greg.
Lick ass like licking ass.
Greg.
Lick ass like licking ass. I told everybody I don't like licking ass. I said it was my friend, but I like licking ass.
Greg.
Lick ass like licking ass.
Greg.
Lick ass like licking ass.
Greg.
Lick ass.
Greg.
Lick ass.
Dude, you gotta respect Thorin. Respect Thorin. Respect Thorin. Respect Thorin.
You gotta respect Doran. You gotta respect Doran. Yeah, I think the evidence speaks for itself on that one. So
Just remember, I thought this was going to be about Rochelle, so I'm just off the cuff here, okay?
Right.
But one of my favorite gaming moments with Greg was back, I don't know if this was our second GCDL, but I was not on Greg's team. He was talking trash. I mean, no surprise there. That's typical Greg fashion. And I'm into green tea, if you didn't know.
And green sweatshirts.
Yeah, and green sweatshirts. And I made a little prophecy before the match that I would be taking my tea bag and dipping it into Greg's face like this, right, during it.
Yeah.
And that didn't really happen that tournament because we got blown out of the water. But I did catch Greg from behind, which he likes sometimes. I'm told. I caught him from behind, and I had to make my moment. And so I asked him how he liked the bag, and I was giving it to him.
because I know that's the one thing that gets to him, and he loses sleep at night. I love that. I'm all about that.
Loses sleep at night. Is that confirmed?
From what I've talked to him outside of the GCDL, I know he really struggles with, being the beta and him and I's relationship. I don't know if I should have said that or not, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So you guys have a little alpha beta thing going on there, and with this particular gay boy.
Yeah. Some might say I wear the pants. I would say I wear the pants. That's all that needs to be said.
I'm going to give you an opportunity on live television to prove that you are the one wearing the pants.
Do it right now, or
why don't you stand on up and let's see.
I am standing up. Give me 1 second.
What?
Just wait for the standing desk to get down.
Oh, you got a standing desk. All right, this might turn into an.
Oh, yeah. Wearing the pants.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Scooter Boy is the alpha wearing the pants. And we'll go ahead and just wait for that standing desk to lift back up.
Ask Greg like licking ass. Greg ask Greg like licking ass.
Happy birthday, Greg. Am I right?
Happy birthday, Greg.
Am I right?
Yep.
I'm sure he's just going to love it. It doesn't get much more classic than that.
That's true.
Especially the fact that your team was down huge. Mm-hmm. You were about to lose map number 4 and get knocked out of the tournament. But you managed to snag that kill, and you had one thing on your mind. Okay, so that's the best gaming moment. What do you
put
think?
Me on the spot here. I don't know what you want me to.
Right,
that's a lot to ask of me.
And I understand that, and that's why we're giving you just a tremendous amount of grace here over at the studio, the Juicy Corn studio. Next question: what is your number one worst gaming moment with Greg? All right. Second question here: what is your number one worst gaming moment with Greg? I mean, you hated it. It was horrible. Maybe you lost something. Maybe whatever. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
That's tough. It drives me absolutely nuts when I log on every single night, and no matter what's going on, the conversation always revolves around his enormous penis size, and I can't stand talking about it. I believe one time he even told the opponent that they're gonna need a large throat. He guarantees it. Also, I think he's going through something. I think maybe an identity crisis. He's gone through so many different screen names. You got Your Authority, you've got Mandalorian, Original Garbage, Sanctify. I think his most recent one is Kegel. I don't know. It sounds
no, it's Kegel.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Kegel.
you. Yep.
You
yep.
know, like the
definitely Kegel.
those
Yeah.
those little flexes
Yeah.
you do with the
That's
vaginal muscles.
I don't know anything about that, so
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about it either, but I know what it is. You know.
This one really haunted me for months afterwards. But we were on this little fling of playing Destiny 2 for a while.
Oh,
some
yeah.
of us, yeah. And we were gaming for a while. We were about hour and a half into our sesh, and I have a thing for rice cakes. If you didn't know, green tea,
Oh,
rice
really?
cakes.
Yeah.
So I was
Horse in a carriage.
eating my rice cakes, Destiny 2, chomping away, enjoying my snack in between rounds and things. And Greg got on the mic and said, "Would you please mute your GD mic if you're gonna be eating these freaking rice cakes all night?" And that scarred me for the rest.
Now, did you provide an edited version, a censored version of what he said?
I had to keep it family friendly, so I couldn't.
Right.
I couldn't.
Absolutely.
That haunted me for quite some time.
So you still have a little bit of PTSD from that, even to this day?
Yep. Sometimes I see him in the hallway at church, and I kind of get this little flicker like that.
Yeah, like a flashback?
Yeah.
To Destiny 2 rice cakes, where he just crushed your soul with one fell swoop. Man, that is rough. So we've got the best gaming moment out of the way, the worst gaming moment out of the way. And this one actually kind of probably goes a lot in line with the worst gaming moment. But what are your biggest annoyances and frustrations gaming with Greg? Aside from the huge D comments that are not appropriate for a PG stream.
Right. Yeah. We don't say those words.
Right. What would you say is the biggest annoyance or perhaps the biggest frustration that you have with Greg?
I would say I got 3 reasons.
Okay.
He's an ass. Just straight up.
So like you're talking like a donkey or like the end side?
The end side.
Okay.
Number 2, he never admits when he's wrong, nor does he ever realize when he's wrong. I like to call that Greg's law. He just thinks that he has ultimate superiority over everybody. 3, he's just an ass.
Isn't that the same as number 1?
It deserves to be repeated.
I like to think I'm a pretty positive person, optimistic. I like to compliment, say, thanks for good times, good game, that was fun, let's do it again sometime. And I like to thank the people I play some game with maybe the next morning. I just say, hey man, thanks for that fun gaming session. I really enjoyed my time with you and stuff. I've said that to Greg a few times, and he just doesn't really return that positivity to me. He just kind of just says what he feels. It hurts my feelings a little bit. It annoys me a little bit. It frustrates me a little bit. But this hasn't just happened once. It's happened a couple times. But I just want the truth to be told for one time, and I would like to share a text message he sent me, if that's okay. Can I share that with you?
Yeah, that's just fine.
All right.
All right, we've got it on here.
So obviously from Greg, I'll read it to you line for line. I go, hey Greg, I had fun gaming last night. I even put a smiley face,
Wow.
to keep positive. So
Very good.
I thought he'd like it. And then he replies back fairly quickly, hey, don't quit your day job, fat boy. My back hurts from carrying you all night. And I'm like, whoa, bro, we just had a good gaming session. What are you doing that for? Come on. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep it positive. I'm not gonna go stoop to his level. And then I reply back, oh, come on. I thought I played pretty good. Question mark, good,
Yeah.
Get out there. What did he say? He replied back saying, my farts smell better than your gaming skills. And I was, oh, that kind of hurt,
Yeah, I mean, that cuts deep.
Starting to get a little annoyed with that, but I'm like, I'm not going to stoop to his level.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to tell him how I feel, be honest, open communication. I said, well, that's not very nice. And I put a sad emoji face because sometimes texting can get, misinterpreted a little bit. And so
absolutely.
If you add emojis, it kind of adds a little bit of a context with it. And he replied back saying, dude, my hair is thicker than your gaming skills. Get out of my lobby. And I just didn't even reply after that point. I just said, okay.
Okay, so we've got number 1 is a donkey, or I mean a back end.
Yep.
Number 2, you said, was the Greg's Law.
Greg's Law.
Which means you never think you're wrong and you never understand when you never recognize when you are wrong.
Yep.
And number 3 was the back end. Okay. Yep. Those can be pretty annoying, frustrating characteristics, no doubt about it. You know, this is turning out to be a lot more roasty than I thought it would be, but I know that he feeds off of the. No, this is perfect. I know that he feeds off of this type of. It's like throwing a little bit of birch bark into the old campfire. You know what I mean?
You know, I think this will be the ultimate birthday present for him. So this is just what he wants.
I told you I thought I was preparing to talk about Rochelle, so I have no idea what's going on here.
On to the next question. What would your life look like if you never met Greg? What do you think your life would look like if you had never met Greg?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well,
you know, I don't think my life would look too much different, to be honest. I gotta admit, Greg does have a way of kind of trying to get under my skin. He knows how to push my buttons. He can say some really mean things sometimes. He can do some really, really low blows.
What are you?
But
what are you? Wait, what's going on here?
I know he really gets to other people.
I'd probably drink a lot less if I hadn't have met him before, so.
Not me. I got really, really thick skin. I don't need any vices to deal with the trauma. The normal pregame ritual.
Cheers to you, Greg.
So your life would look not much different.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight.
You are straight?
Yeah.
I thought this was a gay boy interview.
Oh.
I think it's too bad. I just think if he threw a thank you or a good job or a hey, that was fun, a little butt tap, something like that, it'd be fun all around. You know, he kind of just steps on you and twists his heel and drips right in.
All right, next up, overall, do you enjoy playing games with Greg? Do you enjoy playing games with Greg?
Like from big picture.
I just log on and he's alone in OG's chat just waiting for someone to join him, and I hate to be that first guy to jump in there with him. I gotta be honest, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, Richard Korn.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Scooter Boy. But if the alpha is not going to join him, who is going to?
Another beta? I don't know.
Are there other betas? Who are the other betas in the group? Maybe you have an example. It doesn't have to be an exhaustive list. Just
Jared L. Bubba. I think he's the prime beta.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy playing games with Greg. You know, it kind of reminds me back to my childhood a little bit, and Scooter Boy isn't my only brother. I have an older brother, right? So I'm second. Older brother's older. Playing games with Greg kind of reminds me when my older brother he'd hold me down, he'd fart in my face.
Oh my.
And playing games with Greg just really isn't much different than that. So.
If we're giving examples, I don't know.
Would you rank him ahead of Greg or below?
He's probably the top one.
So you would say you do enjoy playing games with Greg?
Overall, I would say it's a kind of enjoyment.
Okay. So as much enjoyment as you received out of your brother pinning you down and farting in your face?
As much as can be enjoyed.
As the original Greg arch rival, you know how to push his buttons. He apparently tries to push your buttons. But how has that approach to games impacted the way that you play? Have you improved because of it? Do you hate games because of it? Do you hate him because of it? You specifically seem to be someone who Greg jokes with quite a bit. You're the frequent butt of his jokes. Talk a little bit about that, you know, embracing that role, just taking it head on.
You know, I've said a lot of truthful but maybe hurtful things to Greg, so I'll take the high road on this one for a little bit. If Greg taught me one thing that I am thankful for, it's how to be competitive, how to be tough, how to not give a rip what anyone else thinks at any time. And yeah, just you do you, and I'm doing me right here. And I don't know.
Junior high was my least favorite school years. 7th grade, 8th grade was rough for me. Had a couple kids in math class in 7th grade that would call me Blinky because I had a tick and I'd blink like this.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
At times, they call me Blinky.
When someone has a tick like that, who calls them Blinky? They should be punched in the face.
I won't name any names just in case they happen to be watching this stream. But when that would happen, yeah, I'd obviously go home and be very happy, and my mom would say, "Hey, Dig," because that was my nickname, Dig.
She didn't call you Blinky too?
No.
Hey, Blinky.
Not to my face. I guess one time I heard my parents saying that behind my back one time. But I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, so flashbacks there a little bit. But she'd say, "Hey, Dig, be the bigger man. Don't stoop to their level. Just power through, and you'll be okay."
Wow.
And that's kind of how I relate playing video games with Greg every night. Is just be the bigger man, hang in there, Dig. You got it. Yeah. Just because you shop in the Husky section of the store doesn't really mean you're fat.
Also, I know this is our last question. I do want to state just the fact that Greg will literally play any game that I am playing. So if I switch to some other game, he's hopping on board. I think that really shows who that alpha is, what we talked about earlier. That I wear the pants. I'm a trendsetter, he's a follower.
Someone might call him a wagon hitcher.
Ooh,
do you think that would be appropriate?
Very much applies, wagon hitcher.
Interesting. Just be the bigger man. And I imagine that would be difficult for a shorter brother. Maybe you are in fact the longer brother.
Or maybe it's just, it's not about the size. It's about the
I have to admit, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Maybe someday you'll know, Joel. Hang in there.
Well, Scooter Boy, thank you for taking some time here to out of your busy schedule. I know that you've been getting some practice in, trying to improve. Just get better at the game and work with your squad and make sure you can secure that tremendous grand prize pool of 4x your hourly wage.
And I think our practice sessions have been great. I think they've really been team needed. I think it's going to be something that really pushes us to the next level. We got some next level strats that Greg's not going to be aware of. He's not going to know.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. It'll be great.
I suppose that concludes the interview here. Thanks for providing those wonderful, kind words about our birthday boy here. And even though you thought that we were going to be talking about someone completely different, you had some good responses.
Like I said, it's more about than so.
Right. We'll go ahead and let you go so you can get a little bit of extra practice in before these matches kick off in just a little bit of time. But holy smokes, dude, what is on the wall? Oh my gosh, I think there's a huge beetle behind you. Look at your blinds.
Oh no.
What is that?
That was a hanger for light blocking curtains, and I took the curtains down. So it's just yeah, it freaks me out every morning, I gotta be honest.
Dude, that looks like a massive cockroach.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us, Scooter. Best of luck to you here in these next matches.
Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Jared L. Bubba, for joining us. It's been a delight, and good luck in your upcoming matches here. I'm sure you will need it.
I want to share one more thing, but make sure I don't mess this up real quick. So.
Oh yeah, don't mess it up.
I don't want to share the wrong thing.
Right.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That's not what I meant to share. Get that off. Get that off. Get that off. Okay. All right. Sorry, Greg. Is it hot in here?
Miles, it's good to have you here. Thanks for taking some time out of your schedule to join us here at the GCDL.
Hello!
Are you excited for these games?
I'm amped up, I'm ready to go, man. Today's games will be a treat. Tell you what, man, like a lot of fans, I've been talking to a lot of folks about how exciting this entire week of games will be. What have they got to do to go big and bring home the win here?
Well, in all honesty, I think we've got a pretty even matchup here. I think we're going to need to see a couple key players from each team really show up, and then the supporting cast is also going to have to pull their weight.
But any given day against these guys, like even if your strategy's on point, even if someone has an off day, one of those players does something absurd or horrendous, and all of a sudden you're down around in search.
Let's have a look at the social soundboard powered by Astro. We got some tweets. They're coming in. The tweets are coming in. They're flying in. Timeline's on fire.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. So the first one that caught my eye tonight is a guy named Aus Tunru. And he says that he is so pumped to watch a GCDL tonight, and you know, honestly, I couldn't agree more with that assessment. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, yeah, let's just rapid fire through some of these tweets and just take a look at them here. The second one that we've got here is from Iron Futterbield. And he says that his money is on Your Authority, hashtag GCDL. So a Your Authority fan showing up. Apparently he's putting money on the game. I don't really know. Then next up we've got Timmy Felton. And he says it's relating to the Proverbs group. He says if Scooter Boy pops off tonight, Proverbs win it in 5. I probably agree with that. I think if Scooter Boy shows up and plays to his potential, it's going to make things pretty difficult for Your Authority. So that'll be fun to watch. The next one up, we've got and actually this is one of the players playing tonight. Kenor Malone says Greg better watch his back. I'm about to drag my skivvies all over his face. Hashtag GCDL.
The kryptonite.
Skivvies, that's some kind of underpants, something along those lines.
Yes.
So Greg better be watching his back, apparently. The next one in, so this one looks like a response to Kenor Malone. Greff Smith, he says people that snipe have a micropeen. This is Demolinator snipes. Connect the dots. So we've already got all kinds of trash talk coming in from both sides.
They're both pretty mean.
That is quite fun to see. And then finally, last but not least, another player, and he's from Your Authority. He says, "This is Jared L. Bubba." He says, "Which team am I playing on?" Hashtag GCDL. Anyone know?
What is this?
I don't think that bodes particularly well for the Your Authority clan.
I don't know if that spells doom.
When one of the fellas doesn't have a clue what team he's playing on.
Screwed!
Jared L. Bubba is a bit notorious for this type of behavior. So we'll just have to see what happens, I suppose.
They have a tough road ahead of them.
Yeah, and what do you think of some of the players coming in? What do you think of Greff Smith, and the way that he plays? Just expand on what you're thinking for these matches a little bit.
She's looking good for an old gal, but just too dangerous on all fronts. The man is a machine.
Yeah, he definitely has some of those machine-like qualities. Pretty consistent aim, a consistent player. Pretty good mental. What do you think about the opposing team, the Proverbs squad coming into this?
Sadly, they're perfect, right? And not a lot of things in this world are perfect. On paper and in-game, flawless. Like, they're 4 incredibly individually talented players, and they work together like a Swiss clock. They love each other.
Yeah, unstoppable indeed. Let's see if, I guess if the Your Authority squad has what it takes to to finally be the force that they run into and are stopped by. But what do you think? Should we jump into these games now or what?
Don't know about you, brother, but I'm ready to rock and roll. Woo, boy, let's go. I've missed this.
Should be great. So I'll go ahead and let you go, and unless there's something else you'd like to say before you sign off. But thanks for joining us up here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Take care. Before I say goodbye, I do have to say happy birthday to our very own Great Smith. He has no idea this is happening. There he is. Happy birthday, Great. We love you, brother. We are a big fan of your work. Happy birthday once again from everyone here in the COD scene. Big fan. We love you, man.
Welcome to Greg's Call of Duty League. Brought to you by Mobile Text Alerts. Get your message out today. And the Gophers of USPI. Going for anything you need. And brought to you by Drew Meadows Glory Dentistry. Giving your teeth the treatment it deserves. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We've got Richard Korn here, and I am joined by the mute button's right there. There you go. See, that'll turn.
There we go.
And I am joined by none other than Chuckle Rips 420, the twin brother of Chuckle Snips 69. How are you doing tonight,
oh man,
Mr. Chuckle Rips?
I'm excited.
Are you?
Very excited for this tournament. I'm excited to be here. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and what do you say we lobby up? We get everybody ready to go, ready to cook, and then and then we just kick these matches right on off.
All right.
Okay. Well, the first map that we're going to be playing on this evening is Checkmate, and of course we're going to start with a hard point.
Okay.
And this is a best of 7, so we'll do a hard point, a search, a control, a hard point, a search, a control, and a hard point. So it'll be the first one to win 4 games. We'll take home everything, and the prize pool this evening is actually quite massive. So everybody is going to be playing their hardest. They're going to be trying their hearts out, and it should be fun all around, huh?
Yeah. What have you revealed? How much is in?
Yeah, it's
winning?
$69 million
Okay.
is on the line here. So
That's about what I'd expect, though. I mean.
right, yeah. It's we've got some good donators and some good sponsors here at the GCDL. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get things all lobbied out.
I do want to say this studio is looking much better than it was last time. I mean, you just upgrade. Every time.
Yeah, well, our official sponsor this evening is Game Fuel, Mountain Dew Game Fuel. So they provided us with the nice backdrop of New York City, and obviously the facility around us is just spectacular. So that should increase the quality of the tournament exponentially. So we'll go ahead and send those invites out.
You may need to remind me what the teams are.
Oh, very, very good, very good point. So we're going to have the Proverb squad, which consists of Scooter Boy, the captain of the ship, perhaps Scooter Boy. I don't know. I guess they just designate their own captains. But Scooter Boy is the longtime arch rival of Greg,
right?
Who is sort of the memoriam of this event.
Right.
And then you've got Connor, sniper, going to take you out across the map. You've got Andrew,
okay,
and you've got Luke. Okay, the Your Authority squad consists of Greg, Jesse, Drew, and last but not least, of course, is Zach.
Yep.
So it should provide for some very high quality matches.
I'll be interested to see how this plays out. A lot of interesting storylines here. A lot of things to watch for.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the theme of all of our matches. Is there's just always something to look out for, right? You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's gonna take the cake.
I know. Whoever, and you may have touched on this already, but I'm going to go ahead and say, I think Jesse is the wild card here. I think he's the X factor.
You think so? That very well could be. He doesn't have a lot of Cold War under his belt, but he's historically just been a sharpshooter, a super high quality player. His aim is always on point. His comms are on point. He generally knows what's going on. So we'll see if that inconsistent Cold War play comes into effect at all.
Right.
Okay. Let's jump on over here then. Is this the screen? Sure doesn't look like it, does it? There we go. Alright, so Team 1 is going to be the Your Authority squad. So we'll get Luke over here. We'll get Zach over here.
People are making new classes. It says GCDL.
Okay. So they're going to spend a little bit of time setting the classes up. And while that's happening, let's just go ahead and cut to what happened the last time we were together. When actually you weren't here, you were actually playing in this tournament, and this is one where you took home the crown alongside Greg and Rochelle. So we'll just cut over to that for just a minute while they're busy. Scooter Boy is he's pressing. He's putting a little pressure there on A. Weston. A. Weston just drops him so fast with that Mac 10.
Is that a SMG?
And he is absolutely cracked out of his mind. Yeah, lines up those shots, not able to finish. Oh, and that is just horrible. Let's see. He does, and Jared L. Bubba clutches that round out. He saves his team on the defense. Another one. He gets Scooter Boy on the first blood. He drops Jared L. Bubba. So a 2 versus 1 for Pearl, and he goes down. The ace comes in from Sanctify. So Greg has a chance here to come back. I mean 1 versus 2. Bomb down. Doesn't have a ton of time.
Connor is
okay. 1 versus 1.
Very nice.
Okay, and he clutches that like a complete and utter.
Is that a SMG?
So the 1 versus 2 bombs down on B. And you can't hear. Oh, what? He gets absolutely turned. There was a lot of stuff going on. Trades happening. Greg just swiped it. Subro with that bar. I really appreciate him using that bar.
Is that a SMG?
And he goes down. The ace comes in and pops out. And finish him off. So Greg grabs an ace, taking round number 5 for Team Greg.
Is that a SMG?
Zach gives away his position. Is she able to escape? I don't know. Oh, a great play from Rochelle. The only one left is Andrew, and he's chasing with the knife. Oh, and Andrew gets that nice kill.
With the knife.
Oh, man, that was crazy.
I take back everything I said. Is that a SMG?
Really showing up this game.
that a SMG?
Okay, that's the Groza. I was wondering, what is that freaking gun?
Is that a SMG? I'm no 69 like Greg himself, but.
Jeez. And Connor with the great flank there
Double
to
there.
grab. Yeah, Arpel Tor. What did he get hit by?
Clutches it out. Finish them out.
Connor with the ace. So a great round there from Connor to even things out 2-2. Yo, boys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Austin, I see you up there with them dropping that 31 bomb. Let's go!
Thank you, thank you. Nice, we won. Go. We got it.
Let's go! Are the Nasty Bros gonna do it?
Ooh, two misses with a 7.25. You cannot have
But
that.
the kills are coming in. The Nasty Bros are gonna pull this off. The Nasty Bros.
Oh,
contest by Jimmy. What's gonna happen? He goes down. And the Nasty
Unbelievable!
Bros. The
I
Nasty
cannot.
Back for B. Fire back for B.
Oh.
Working on it. Like one left in it.
Nice.
Oh! I saw that! Molinator watching the flank. Let's see what happens over here as Scooter Boy quickly makes a little bit of a flank. Oh, and that dirty snip from the Molinator! Chuck Nasty coming in for the break. He's able to get Scooter in the back, and just like that, it's broken. One more. Oh, and he's able to drop that dirty three-piece. That was...
We've got Bravo.
They have way to regain, guys.
Securing C.
Proud of you.
Nice slide in by Andrew. Oh, and he gets the melee. Goes for the double right on the point.
Certainly doing the right, or attempting to do the right thing. They're gonna need some kills here, though, to secure the spawn.
Did Luke see Connor there? He did. Look at this positioning. What a kill from Luke. Oh, and Chuck Nasty gets the kill. There you go, the Nasty Bros. They happen to grab the round, and round 11 goes to the Nasty Bros.
It'll be quick. My name is Soren, and I got hit by that sword bot.
That was mean.
Mechanic comes up with a couple of big ones. Really just leading his squad right now, 16 and 11, making his presence known on the battlefield.
No way.
Did you like the bag, Greg? Did you like the bag? There it is.
We're losing Alpha.
By the way.
All right, so they are still, in fact, setting up classes, but they should be done momentarily. There, you wouldn't believe who is the one that we're waiting on, if I told you.
It's not our favorite Drew, is it?
It is. Jared Elbaba
Wow.
is exactly who we're waiting on. In fact, Greg was telling me that the rest of the team completed their class setups, and Greg says, "Hey, is everybody good?" And Drew says, "Oh no, I didn't set mine up."
At least, I'll give him this, at least he knows what team he's on.
You know, but he was a little confused about that at the beginning of events. But you're right. He's got that sorted out, and thankfully in Cold War they actually have an option so that I can put them on the correct team that they belong, so we don't have to rely on somebody like Drew selecting his own team.
Right. You don't want to leave it up to chance.
Exactly. Yeah. Chance is not good.
I'll be interested to see how Luke plays in this game. I I've been impressed. I think he is a better player than he was in the last tournament.
Oh, so you think he's improved across the board in a particular game mode?
I think his overall game knowledge and his aim. I think he's just improved in all categories.
Wow.
I'll be interested to see how he plays.
Now, should we expect him to come out of this series an MVP?
You know, we should temper expectations with reality.
Wow, that's a good one. Where did you get? That's a good one.
I don't know, man. It's these peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, you've got peanut M&Ms?
I do.
Nice.
What was I saying? Yeah, you know,
temper expectations with reality.
I think we all, you know, Doran and Connor are probably going to have to lead in kills.
Okay.
And Andrew and Curls are probably going to have to, you know, play their role, as I would. You know, you got to know your role. But I think he's a much better role player than we've seen.
Yeah, well, and that was kind of his MO in the previous Call of Duty, right? I mean, he would sit on the hill and collect more time than everyone else in the game combined. So, I mean, there's something to be said for role players, no doubt about it. But when those role players improve and start making big plays,
right,
then that's when you start to see that elevation to the next level, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what we're going to see out of Curls. And you know, honestly, I'm a Fraud has been looking pretty sharp too with the old snipper.
Okay.
In this game, I don't know if you've been able to jump in on many of their team scrims, but yeah, he's doing a great job. All right, and we got a little note that they're both ready. So let's go ahead and jump right into these games, shall we?
Looking forward to it.
All right, so game number 1. Hardpoint on Checkmate. Let's do this.
Now, a lot of hardpoint is knowing positioning and getting in the right spawns. Am I right about that?
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's very critical.
Okay.
Just knowing where the enemy team's going to spawn based on the positioning of your own team. And how much map control you have, how far they spawn out. The goal, obviously, is to make them spawn as far away from the point as you possibly can. So here we go. We are on board. Should we start on board with the birthday boy? I think that makes perfect sense.
Well, yours truly.
All right, so we're going to see a lot of action here at mid-plane. But Chuck Nasty quickly trades that out. Scooter Boy grabs one, so it's a 2v3 up there on the point. You've also got Connor sitting back holding spawns. A little gunfight goes down underneath. I'm a Fraud takes out Zach. Greg pulls out the MAC-10, so an interesting maneuver there from him. But they really haven't made any progress at all on getting those spawns flipped. They're just kind of fighting for that initial time, and that's just not really going to be the way, I don't think. Going to want to work that, work those edges, and as I say that, here comes Greg on the flank, and let's see if anybody is expecting this. Grabs 2, and that will secure P1. But look how much time is left. Hardly any.
If nothing else, it was a confidence booster.
Yeah, well, and
double kill.
And look at what that did. Look at where the Proverb squad all ended up spawning way out near the wood section of the map. So that was a great play there from him, and so your authority is going to be set up nicely for this next point.
Well, my prediction about Curls early has so far been wrong, but I expect him to pick it up.
Yeah, and people need a little bit of time, I think, to get warmed up, to get used to playing in this high intensity type of situation.
Ooh, Jared kills Scooter. Is a nice rivalry.
Yeah, you love to see that. And Greg pushes in through the front, takes out 2, and he'll secure just the remaining bit of time there on P2. But P3 is about to pop. There's only 5 seconds left here, and the Proverb squad is actually going to be set up quite nicely for that. So they'll collect the initial time.
Ooh, Andrew with a nice kill.
Yeah.
See how Jared plays this.
Great shots from him. His shot is looking good right there, at least. And some kind of big fights going down here on P3, and that's what you expect. You expect the time to kind of be contested, to go a little bit back and forth. Really, you're just playing for positioning on P4 up in that A Street section of the map.
Okay. Yeah, you think they start kind of battling for position at this point when it reaches just over halfway.
Greg grabs a couple, but Scooter Boy trades him out, and you know Scooter Boy is feeling just real nice about that right there. Gets the in-your-face kill on Chuck Nasty. So Scooter Boy is really feeling himself, sitting there on 8 and 4, leading the lobby in KD right now. So that's great to see.
Wow. And he was a little bit of a wild card too, not having played much Cold War, or not playing his best, self-admittedly.
Oh, and we got the Scooter Boy Greg 1v1, and Greg takes him out, but Connor comes in for the cleanup, quickly gets traded out by Chuck Nasty. So everybody's playing their role, man. Things are looking good. Hotly contested P4 right here.
Man, Greg just shredding people right now. 14 and 8.
14 and 8. It's looking good, no doubt. And 4 go down for Proverbs, so that is a clean wipe from Your Authority, led there by Greg, sitting on 15 and 9. He pushes out, doesn't quite get anything from it, but at least he's biding some time there. There are 20 seconds left on P4, so it's critical time. But now what they'll want to do is get set up for P5, which is down in the woods portion. You see that lock show up there on the screen. So right now Proverbs is sitting in a pretty good spot.
Chuck Nasty using that QBZ. I've never even seen that gun. Seems to be working out pretty well though.
Yeah.
The double with it.
You know, honestly, he can use about any gun and have just a grand performance with it, and that's what you love about Chuck Nasty. And the Molinator's starting to heat up just a little bit there. Connor grabbing a couple kills with that LC-10, but he's quickly traded out by Chuck Nasty. And Proverbs is looking good on P5. They're collecting quite a bit of time, keeping Your Authority off of it. He catches Scooter Boy with his pants down just the way he likes it.
Double.
The double, but he goes down to Luke, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Luke's traded out, and if you're Your Authority now, things are looking nice, because you've got them the Proverbs squad spawning back their wood. There's not much time left, so P1 will pop here pretty soon. Your Authority is set up for P2 with that right side of the map kind of covered.
It's interesting. Doran or Scooter seems to be playing more of a just go for kills role, not really a point role.
Yeah, you're right. Sitting there on 1 second of objective time,
Yeah.
but somebody has to manipulate the spawns and try to keep the pressure off of the hill, and that's always kind of been the role that he embraces. A couple of good kills going down there on P1. Oh, and look who is that? We got I'm a Fraud back there, Andrew, with the great awareness to work on getting those spawns flipped. So if he can stay alive back here, it's going to be critical for the Proverbs squad to gain control of P2, because right now they're just getting massively outgunned on P1. Jared L. Bubba, that is a huge kill. So he'll secure that P2 spawn for his squad, and there's no concern about Proverbs touching it anytime soon. Now, I like the play from Curls here to wrap all the way around. Let's see if he can catch Greg out of position, and he does. But the rest of his team has dropped. But look at that kill. Now his entire squad is spawning out back there. So Curls, with, like you mentioned before, with the huge play to get position for his team. And that's a clean wipe for Your Authority. So they'll all go down, and Proverbs is going to gather maybe a little bit of time here, but Jared L. Bubba playing his life, playing smart, making sure that he doesn't give up any more time than he really needs to there. And just like that is broken.
Yeah, Andrew with a nice double kill there.
So, do you notice anybody really standing out for you right now from either of these squads? You know, I noticed Scooter Boy is starting to dip a little bit in the old KD department.
Yeah, same with Connor. I mean, they're obviously going to pick it up at some point, but Greg just seems to be the standout right now. And honestly, Jesse, too. Look at that KD.
Yeah, 20 and 10, leading the lobby in KD.
That's kind of the story of the game, it seems like. They're just out killing people.
Yep. And with that, I mean, they're going to break the 50-point mark here, and they already the 60-point mark right now. So things are looking really nice for Your Authority.
And honestly, Jared L. Bubba, I mean, look at that. Above 1 KD, that is a nice game.
Yeah, especially in this lobby where you've got the whole other squad besides Scooter Boy going negative, in some instances massively negative.
Girls, you're letting me down.
He's letting you down just a little bit, but he did have that one play. I mean, it was at least a 20-point swing, that one kill he had, so that's big.
Yeah, and he'll pick it up later in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is takes a little bit to get warmed up. You know, you're not shooting bots anymore, Dorothy.
Who's Dorothy?
I don't know.
Oh. Probably somebody out on the farm, I would guess.
Right, yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, you know, the Wizard of Oz, you're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
Ah, yes.
But, you know, it's a little bit of a reach, no doubt about it. So, yeah, I mean, Your Authority, they're just asserting dominance at this point over the Proverb squad. You're going to need to see the Molinator pick it up. You're going to need to see Scooter Boy pick it up. You're going to need to see Curls pick it up. I think Andrew's playing well. He's got a lot of hill time, barely negative. Everyone else is just underperforming massively, in my opinion.
That's something to be... Honestly, I know we've been harping on how Greg's been playing well, but if you look at his objective time, I mean, he's the spearhead.
Wow.
You know, he's leading from the front, you know, objective time and KD.
Right, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. And you notice those couple of nice kills from I'm a Fraud to secure those last few seconds. And Zach, man, I love that cheeky position. He's able to cover the whole side of the map. Of course, he's gunned down by Curls, but Your Authority is looking nice here on this P5. They might just take the game with this, actually. That being said, they three of them drop, and Proverb's really just locking that down.
Looks like Greg switched guns here, going to the Krig.
Oh, yep. He's going to look for some ranged kills.
Okay.
He's going to change things up a little bit, I think.
Now, we played a 250, is that right?
Yeah, it's first to 250.
Ooh, Connor with 2?
Yeah, so Connor pulls out the AK-47, which he's been, I think he's been using the LC-10, right?
Wow, 4 in a row, yeah.
So I know that this was a weapon that a couple of the individuals mentioned they'd pull out if things started to look a little sour, because it has just a massive, massively dominant time to kill for an assault rifle. So maybe you know he feels like he's on his back foot. He feels like he needs to make something happen. And a huge kill from Zach to secure P2 spawns if it gets that far. I don't know if it will, but
Zach on a 3-kill streak. Pulling to get that's a nice game for him too, really.
And kills are just going. It's just Trade City up in that plane. People just throwing their lives at it. And let's see if Greg can make something happen to get Proverbs off of that P1.
Andrew with the kill.
I mean, it's just they're just dropping. Zach with 2 more. So Zach is about to bring himself up from negative, and that would, I mean, that whole Your Authority squad almost went positive that game. Well, on the flip side, you've got Proverbs really struggling. So a great series there from Your Authority, I think.
It was close there at the beginning and kind of mid-game, but yeah, Your Authority really pulled away, and I'm not sure if it was positioning or just outgunning, but they did pull away.
Yeah, they sure did. So next map, we've got Your Authority up 1-0. The next map is going to be Moscow Search and Destroy. So this, I think that this favors Proverbs with their sniping group there.
You think they'll pull out the snipers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would be shocked if they did not pull out the snipers, to be completely honest with you. So let's change the game map first. Is Moscow game mode.
It'll be interesting because Search and destroy is such a different game type. You know, it's not just run in there, shoot people, position yourself. It's a much more slow, strategic, where am I going to play? Should I play defensively? Should I wait for them to come to me? Yeah, you got to switch gears pretty quick here and head into a new game type.
Yep. That's tough, isn't it?
It is. I'm sure Greg right now is informing his team. Okay, here's how we want to play. Here's how the other team is probably going to play. And hopefully Dorn is maybe doing the same if he's the leader of his team. You said. I'm sure they're strategizing right now.
And it looks like Connor might be taking the reins here. Okay, Connor's the one who readies up. I don't know. All right, here we go. Jumping into to game number 2. Like I said, I think that the snipers will play a huge part in this game. Just seeing exactly what what kind of picks they're able to get, what kind of lanes they're able to watch, and you'll get that from both Connor and Andrew.
Do you think we'll see any smoke grenades in this game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would be shocked if we saw no smoke grenades. So let's start this on board with Connor, because we know that he'll snipe some. Yeah, and there's that sniper, and I imagine he'll go this diamond studded. So he'll go that A side for sure, and see if he can't catch a quick pick. But
we got Zach coming up. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, your authority's going to play this smart. They're just going to leave that A alley completely open, and just let him do what he wants. But look at this. Right as Connor rotates on over to check that mid area.
Yep.
So Connor spotted somebody there in the statue area, and Jared Albubba with the nice slide. But now Connor knows exactly where they're going. So let's see what the timing is going to be like over here for Connor. He'll play it nice and slow, I imagine. Try to catch somebody out, but
could get one here.
Your authority is not going to give up any free kills. And look at Jesse's positioning there. Great play from Jesse, but Greg does go down in that exchange. So Proverbs find themselves in a 2 versus 3 with bomb down, trying to get that.
Oh, Scoots goes down.
Yep, and Curls trades one out. So 1 versus 2 for Curls with bomb down, 10 seconds. Round 1 is going to go to your authority. So they played that masterfully, I think, leaving that A side alone.
Kind of predicted where Connor would be.
Yep.
Maybe that was a little. I don't know, some good in-game knowledge there.
Yeah. Well, and, you play a few games with him on this, and that's where he likes to go. So we'll start with I'm a Fraud. Let's see if he's going to pull out the sniper here. I'm a little curious because he's one who is known to get some picks here and again, and he plays a lot more odd angles than Connor, who kind of will snipe lanes. Okay, and he's going to pull out the LC10 for this, so no snipes there from I'm a Fraud. Wow, and we missed. One went down. Greg went down to Connor, it looks like. Again.
He's got to be feeling that, too. Dying twice to Connor in a row.
Yep. Wow, Zach with those shots. Did you see those shots?
Well played.
But he's quickly flanked by Scooter Boy, who's traded out by Chuck Nasty. So a 2 versus 2. Proverbs is the one who has to get the bomb down. See how they opt to play it. Jared Albubba pulls a great defensive play, kind of just sitting back and watching the flank to make sure nobody gets through, and he catches Andrew.
Yeah, no reason to run out and get killed at this point. Just play defensively. I'm sure Greg is preaching that.
Yep. And I wonder if they're going to pick up on the fact that Curls is not going to plant the bomb at A. I think that intel should come in right now. Let's see if they work together and try to get it. Yeah, and Jesse with the smart move there. He waits. Okay, are you back there, Drew? And Curls actually grabs the kill on Jesse. So Drew is left in a 1 versus 1 with bomb down, 28 seconds to go.
See how Curls plays this, because he can play this either very poorly or very well, depending if he doesn't want to show himself too early.
I like this play. He's going to need to get eyes on the bomb, though. And we're going to have a quick engagement here. And Curls clutches out that 1 versus 2. A great play from Curls there to just play patiently, get the bomb down, and let them come to you.
That was the kill on. Greg was sniping
Oh,
too.
Greg pulled out the sniper for that, and he got absolutely trampled over.
The jump shot.
With
that
the
was
jump
pretty
shot.
good.
And what's interesting about that is he knew that's what Connor's going to do, because Connor does that every time.
Oh, okay.
So, but Connor just a little too quick there on the old trigger, and Greg goes down, and his team loses the round. So 1-1.
Connor takes a lot of pride in that sniper, and for good reason.
Yep.
It's lethal.
He's going to go for some quick scopes. He grabs one, but he's traded out by Jared L. Bubba. So not a great position or situation there for his team. Bomb goes down for Your Authority up there at A, and they've got it just completely locked down.
Job, Andrew?
Yeah, that was an SMG. That was definitely an SMG.
I see what you did there. Greg with the AK playing back a little bit.
Yep, and Scooter Boy gives away his position, just peppering some shots into. I think that was Greg over there, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna need to work fast, and Proverbs grabbed that round. Andrew jumps on the bomb. He hops it mid gunfight, and it pays off for him. I don't even think they saw him because Greg's looking right at him there.
His hands were full.
Yep, his hands were full. So the Proverbs is going to go up 2-1, which is what you love to see, because this, Proverbs wins, it evens things up, and we get to cast more games.
Curl's still sitting at 3-1. Well played, man. To go back to that was a great play by Curls. Great clutch.
Yeah, it really was, and that's why he's leading the lobby 3-1. And there's no Greg this time on the flip side of things. Greg manages to grab Andrew there on the flank, which leaves the Proverbs flank completely open. But Connor will eliminate the only person defending A, so Your Authority is going to need to retake it. The MVP for Proverbs goes down, so things are looking nice for Your Authority. Good shots from Chuck Nasty to take out Connor. So that leaves Doran in a Scooter Boy in a 1 versus 3. And he's just not going to be able to take... some body shots there from Greg. And unfortunately on his screen, I think the body is underneath where he's shooting. But on our screen, it looks like he's shooting the ground.
Right. Point well taken, though, I'm sure.
You're right. So it was a great opening by Proverbs. They just weren't able to lock things down quite like how they wanted to. And I think that happens when you don't quite have enough map coverage. Andrew goes down, the only one watching anything outside of that A bomb site. So that hurts the team.
Molinator pulling out the SMG, it looks like.
Is he? And Connor is, Andrew's opting to go for the sniper here. So let's see if he can turn things around, sitting on a little breadstick at 1 and 3. If he's able to get a kill, that would, I'm sure, be a nice confidence boost that he needs. Connor gets taken out there by Jared L. Bubba, but Curls grabs one as well. So we've got an even 3-3.
Scoot's going. Here we go. Oh, headshot on his
shots,
brother.
Man. But he doesn't realize that Zach's around that corner, so he's going to make a lot of noise over here, and Zach is just biding his time.
Sweet time. Man, they're right next to each
They're
other.
right next to each other. Oh, man. And Zach rotates through the middle, and Scooter Boy goes through the office, so they're not even going to meet.
Like 2 ships passing in the night.
They're trying to get him. Oh, and Zach with the coverage there to make sure Scooter Boy can't just soar on in. Zach grabs another one. So Luke finds himself in a 2 versus 1.
And Greg's just shredding people.
1 versus 1. Oh, and Luke clutches out another one! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Luke grabs the round. 1 versus 2. Bomb down. Gets the defuse. Let's go, Luke. Sitting on 6 and 2, man.
Wow.
6 and 2. I if this didn't happen before my very eyes, I would have told you you're lying to me. Great play from Luke there to keep his team with the advantage in the game number 2.
He's feeding them something right out there in the corn. I don't know.
They must have really juicy corn.
Well done, Luke. Jeez.
That was nutty.
Who would have thought? 6-2, Luke with the best KD and the search and destroy.
Well, apparently you.
Wow.
I mean, you called him out as the playmaker, the most improved player, and that looks to be just about the case here.
If Andrew can live up to the hype and get a pick here.
Greg predicts that positioning.
This could be a tough spot for Andrew if they know where he is.
Yeah, a couple trades go out in the middle. Jared Albubba grabs the Molinator, and Curls quickly trades him out. So 3 versus 3, but Proverbs still has their number 1 man up. Okay.
Greg gets Doran.
So it's Curls left in a 1 versus 3. Who else would you rather have in this position, though? Let's be completely honest. And he goes down. A valiant effort. I mean, a 1 versus 3, that's a lot more difficult than a 1 versus 2. So your authority will even the field up there, 3-3.
A lot of back and forth. It's been a good round.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't expect much less, though, from 2 fairly equally matched teams.
Yeah. Who do we got down there? Who's iHeart Dreamy Dentists? Shout out to iHeart Dreamy Dentists for all the emoji spam in the chat. Man, we're just loving it. People up here at Richard Korn Studios, they're just going wild about your emojis there. So Molinator grabs first blood, grabs second, takes Greg out. So 2 versus 4 in favor of the Proverb squad. Gets another one. Is he going to finish this off with the ace? The assassination comes in from Curls with the assassination. Are you kidding me?
He's getting fancy.
Did he do that on purpose?
Well, we hope he did. We assume.
I'm thinking maybe it was an accident.
Well, at this point, who knows?
I mean, if he did that on purpose, that is the play of the game.
I don't know. Connor with that triple.
All right, so Proverbs with that round takes the lead. Curl's sitting on 8 and 3, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm waiting for Scoots to pick it up. I bet he has a good round this game.
You think so? Yeah, he's sitting on 3 and 6. You don't like to see double negative out of your team captain or whatever he is on that squad. I don't really know.
Yeah. You know, he self-admittedly was not as good at this game as Modern Warfare, but I mean, he's still Scooter Boy, so you expect some good play.
Yeah, and he's going to play this this flank through A. And I really like the setup here from your authority. And now they're going for the pinch, but Connor gets the most of Greg there on the flank. Mechanic takes out, Zach takes out Doran. Chuck Nasty takes out Andrew. So 3-2, 3-1 now. Connor is left by himself in a 3 versus 1. 1 versus 3, whatever. So he'll try to snag that bomb. A couple of them line up for him. He manages to pick one.
Decides to forego the bomb and try to get through here. Wow.
Oh, wow. One more left. Let's see if Zach can do it. And Zach he saves his squad. I mean, it would have been just absolutely awful to lose that 1 versus 3, right? But Zach, with the ice in his veins, secures that round to tie things up 4-4. Do you think this is going to go to a round 11?
It's looking like it. I mean, it's punch for punch at this point.
It is, isn't it? You know, one team's punching, the other team's receiving. Then the next team's punching, and the other team's I mean, it's
Mike Tyson and Ali out there.
Yeah, or Evander Holyfield. Maybe we'll see Greg bust out a little ear bite tactic and just round off all the corners.
It was nice to see Connor flex his muscles a little bit there. Get the double, almost pull out the clutch. You know, you kind of expect that from him. He's a sharp player.
Yeah, he plays well, and Curls with a good position here. Manages to catch that B Street rush, so the comms will come in, and you're going to get the Proverb squad rotating over. Luke gives away his position, but he manages to play his life and stay up.
Oh, watch that corner, Luke. Come on now.
Yeah, 2 versus 3 for your authority. Greg grabs one and gets out, but Connor quickly trades him out. So now Zach has the bomb down, but he is stuck in a 1 versus 2. He's going to make sure nobody's sitting on that bomb.
Come on, Scoots. This is your chance.
Zach playing very patiently, and you love to see that. But Connor just manages to snag a shoulder from him and take him out.
Connor's kind of shouldering the load here a little bit. I mean, if you look at the kill-death ratio, he's really kind of pulling the team at this point. It'd be nice if he could get some help. I mean,
aside from Luke clutching 2 rounds.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, not an overly impressive performance from Scooter Boy, which is a little bit of a disappointment. 3-7 now. That's not great, right?
I mean, he's a crowd favorite. Everybody loves Scoots. When he plays well, I think it's good for the game. So I think if he pulls it together, it'll make for a good evening.
Yeah. And I'm a fraud sitting still on that breadstick, and he's going to opt to watch this boulevard lane and see if he can catch any of your authorities out of place. A lot of gunfire going down, but I don't see anybody that they're shooting at here.
I'm looking for Greg to step up here. I think he pulls it together, and it rallies his team and ties it and takes the win here. I think he's got to be the one to step up.
Yeah, well, and he's going to be arriving late, but Proverbs actually opts to do a late reflank. So they're going to leave that B bomb site and wrap around to A, and in the process, I'm a fraud. Andrew manages to snag his second kill.
It's good for him.
Scooter Boy goes down though as well, so 3 versus 3, and your authority's going to need to retake this A bomb site. Jesse versus Luke.
Luke gets the bomb down. See what Bubs can do.
And Andrew goes down 2 versus 3.
Curls with another kill on Chuck Nasty.
So 1 versus 2 for
It's going to be the game right
Zach.
here?
And he's not in a great position here, so I think... Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. He goes to throw a nade. It gets cut out by the trophy. Curls with the good flank. So the Luke Connor duo, a little too much there for the Your Authority squad to handle.
It's not what you expected, but it's what happened. And you know, seeing that's a John Madden moment right there.
Dude,
they scored more points.
This dude, John Madden, there's nobody better to be like in the casting realm.
I read an article about him today, but I won't go into it. You know, seeing Greg lose on Search and Destroy, it doesn't happen often, but it just did.
It sure did. So I'm kind of surprised that they opted not to use any smoke grenades. I wonder if we had those inadvertently turned off. That could very well be.
Well, nobody complained.
Yeah, you're right. So we're going to switch up the teams here. And I always forget to do this bit. And I'm not going to forget this time. Swap the UI so that we actually have the correct number in there. We'll get the series score corrected. Bubba Piss Break. Oh, great.
Has Bubba been drinking too much?
You know,
that plays into it as well.
It does, really. So maybe he can take a quick leak and sort of get his shot all sorted out for the next game.
You know, as we pause here, I want to say, the studio, pristine. You know, I appreciate the hospitality. I appreciate the drink, the food.
The drink is yours.
Well, it's been a great evening so far.
Yeah, it's always a good time up here at Richard Korn Studios in downtown New York. So that's just really something that you can count on.
Mm-hmm. I feel honored to be invited back.
Well, thanks for joining me. This, it doesn't work well for Richard Korn to do this by himself.
Well, that's understandable. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of plays being made. We got a lot of great players here. That's something I've been reminded of this week. As I was thinking about the players here, we got a lot of good Call of Duty players, but we got a lot of good guys playing. Just good people. You know, outside of the game, it's good to see these guys engaged, having some fun. We've got all good quality guys.
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's you've got some good ones over here, no doubt about it. So let's go ahead and start.
I'm sorry if that sounded a little.
No, we need a little more positivity in the room, no doubt about it. We're gonna go ahead and start this next matchup. We've got Raid Control. Should be fun. I don't know if you've played or watched much Control, but it's always entertaining to see sort of the end of the rounds, to see who's able to have the lives remaining and have the ticks on the points. So
I know Raid can be interesting. You can kind of pin people in their spawn a little bit, and it can be very frustrating. So we'll see if some flankers can really come into play. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Control, it's in the name of it, right? It's all about controlling the map and making sure that your team is the one who has maximum map coverage.
This is one of my favorites. I enjoy playing Raid. It'll be fun to see them duel this out.
Yeah, and Proverbs opts for an early push on that A control point, and Greg is just having absolutely none of it right there.
3-0, boys.
3-0. So he's going to make sure that they don't make that 5-0. So he has more kills than the rest of the lobby combined, and we're a minute into the game almost.
I promise I'm going to stop complimenting Greg, though. We can't have that.
Right. It's his birthday and everything, so a little bit of it is acceptable, but we can't get too carried away. Especially with Chuck Nasty sitting on 4-0 now.
This is a great start by Authority.
Yeah, perhaps they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after they're, kind of giving up that that search map.
Being down 2-1, that doesn't sit well. Sometimes you just got to say, let's suck it up a little bit.
Right. Well, and look at the life differential here. 15 lives remaining for Proverbs, 26 for Your Authority. So, I mean, that is just out of this world.
At what point do you not play the point and do you just go for kills? Like, at what point?
Yeah, it's situational. Like, usually if you have a lot of time and you're way down on lives, you'll want to play for some kills and give up the objective for just a little bit of time to try to even things out a little bit. But really, Proverbs, they have no choice. They got to jump on that because the time is running out.
Greg at 10-1. Are you kidding me?
Just got a few extra shots there for prosperity, right?
What do you want me to talk about? Like, how can you not talk about 11-1? 10? Oh my gosh. All right.
22 lives to 7 is what we're sitting on. Zach is sitting on a 5-kill spree.
Get out. He's just shooting.
He's taking out bodies. But while this happened, Scooter Boy managed to slip his way onto that A point. So with 1.1 seconds left in the game.
Played. Oh, he needed that one.
And he drops. But now they have A secured, and let's see. It looks like Your Authority is going to opt to try to retake that. They do. All of Proverbs goes down, and round number 1 goes to Your Authority in convincing fashion. I mean, they were up 20 kills. I don't know if I've ever seen that sort of domination.
They turned it around. They turned it around. They did what they had to.
All right, we've got A. Weston in the chat with a resident sleeper, and we get the body shots in the kill cam. Resident sleeper there from A. Weston, who is obviously a little jealous that he is not participating in these matches. And maybe if you pick up your game a little bit, one of the teams will have the desire to draft you. But until you get put a little bit of work into your Cold War game, I don't really see that happening.
Wow, shot at A. Weston there. A little shot across the bow, if you will.
Yes, sir.
See us. And if you just look at the KDs, I think that tells the story at this point. I mean, 15-1, and the other team 4-10, 2-7, 2-10.
Greg finally goes down at 16-2, and we've got A. Weston proclaiming that he's retarded. So we actually don't really like to say that word on stream. But thanks for the input there, A. Weston, and hopefully things start to improve a little bit for you there.
And look at it. Look at your authority. They are capping that B point, and they are capping it quickly.
Is there any name or any background to that name change? I'm not even sure what it stands for, or how to pronounce it.
It's a character from Vikings. And I think it's pronounced kettle, like kettle with like a little "y" in there. I don't really know.
Kettle.
Kettle.
You know,
Kettle.
You got to tell us that stuff if you want us to pronounce the name right.
Excellent points all around. And actually, we're going to get a clean wipe there from your authority. So, and lives are looking pretty even. Streaks coming in from Greg, but those don't find anyone. So now they're just going to be dancing around the A point and playing for positioning. Oh, Zach with the cruise missile. So Zach dropping some streaks, joining in on the fun a little bit. Chuck Nasty comes in from behind and grabs 2, so that opens up A point to be captured, and he'll jump right on there, and he'll be happy to do so. Greg is playing for those spawn kills back in back near basketball court, and they're going to be busy taking care of him. But Scooter Boy goes on the flank, grabs one to take him off point, and a couple of his pals, Amafraud and Curls, will make sure that A doesn't get capped. Another kill there from Greg, sitting on 20 and 4. Now look at the Proverbs kill death line. 9 and 15, 6 and 11, 6 and 13, 6 and 10, now 6 and 11. I mean, they're just getting completely and absolutely destroyed. But Curls is going to find a little presence here, a little bit of an opening. He grabs 2, but it's just not quite enough. The rest of his team coming back from spawn, and round number 2 will go to your authority. And they're sitting in a mighty lead from the lives perspective.
It has been a little lopsided, but you were kind of hoping to see that. You were hoping to see them fight back from the loss of last round to make it 2 and 2. Honestly, hopefully they can finish it out here and make it 2 and 2.
Yeah. That's I would love to see that. There's nothing more fun than a round 5 of Control.
That's right.
So to see who comes away with that W.
Connor with the AK. Let's see what he can do. I'm sure he's fuming.
Yeah.
He's a man of competition.
And look at we're talking about your authority and how well they're playing, but look at Jared L. Bubba.
Ooh, goes down early. Bubba's with the kill.
Yeah, sitting on 5 and 11 now. It was 4 and 11, so you like to see him grab a quick kill.
You got to celebrate every time you kill Greg. I mean, you're going to get something out of it. You're going to get some point advancement.
Yep. Now we're going to have a Greg v. Connor duel on the ring side there, and it looks like Jared L. Bubba will come in for some help, and that will go to your authority squad. But in the meantime, you got all of Proverbs pushing out to the B control point,
well
and
played.
They've got it locked down.
Yeah.
Streaks coming in now, though, and they're heading for the hills.
Scoots with some point time, see what he can do. Maybe defend it a little bit. No, he was not on the point. There we go.
There we go. And look at how fast that's capping now. So Proverbs is going to go ahead and grab that B point. But now they're going to have to play for A. Lives are pretty balanced. They've got plenty of time. So things are looking really good for Proverbs this time around. And you love to see Andrew pulling the flank through there, but he's going to get caught out by Chuck Nasty. But he gets the turn on. And that's one positive thing about playing on the PC compared to controller is you get those quick whip arounds where you can bust the 180 and turn on somebody. So you like to see that there from Andrew, really showing up for his team at 13 and 15, outslaying Scooter Boy even.
That's true. 13 and 15, that's not a bad game.
Especially when Greg is sitting on 26 and 7.
Even the
Chuck Nasty grabs a couple of pistol kills to solidify their position there on A. Minute and a half left. A has 2 ticks down, so I would be surprised if this did not go to the Proverbs squad. This match number 3, round 3, I guess.
Let's go Proverbs. Let's finish this off. Let's get the win. You need this one. I will say, look at the mechanics. 17 and 14. Are you kidding me? That's a nice game. 11 objective kills. I'll draft that guy. Not that I've ever beat captain, but
I'd let you be the captain of my team.
Greg with the double kill. What do you want? What do you expect?
Wow, look at Connor Malone's stat line here.
Connor Malone.
Sitting on 13 and 22.
You know, whenever you talk about the best player in the game, he's always brought up. You always bring up him, you bring up Greg, you bring up Connor, bring up Doran, and you know, you'd like to see him pull it together a little bit, but I understand you can't bring it every game.
But a nice string of kills comes in from Proverbs, and they actually snagged that A point, B point, whichever. They snagged that second point.
They snagged the dub.
So round number 3 is going to go to Proverbs. So they're looking to even things up, and that's what you like to see, a little bit of a recovery, even when they're you know, arguably their best player is going almost double negative, and Greg is going triple, almost quadruple positive.
Yeah.
So and they grabbed the round. That says a lot about the grit of these players here on the Proverbs squad.
Neither team has given up.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's still in it,
the grit,
aren't they? And they recognize that. All right, so Chuck Nasty is sitting there on the B point, just slowly but surely capping it, and you've got Greg in a very favorable position here, ready to make sure that nobody sneaks their way around the backside, and that's another string of kills coming in for Your Authority. And they're double capping right now. If you notice down there, Zach is sitting on A,
okay,
and then you've got Greg and Jesse sitting there on B. Greg grabs 1, Greg grabs 2, grabs 3. Oh my gosh, and that will secure position B, while Zach and the Chuck Nasty reinforcements come in to start capping A.
Mechanic gets two clicks on there. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Scoots with a nice kill on his brother. You like to see that, a little rivalry.
Right, yep. And Greg is still slaying out, sitting on 40 and 9, opts to pull out the score streaks to make sure they grab this Your Authority.
Not even necessary.
I mean, they win raid control in absolutely dominating fashion. I don't know if I've seen a performance like this before in the GCDL.
They needed it, though. They were down. They needed to come back.
Yeah.
They did what they had to.
Yep. They lost that search round. And then they just came out guns blazing, quite literally. Mm-hmm. So well done there from Your Authority. Next up, we've got Hardpoint Apocalypse. Now, this is one I've heard both teams complain about, actually. They're not interested in the difficult spawns that are Hardpoint Apocalypse. It's very difficult to control these, or to break them, because the enemy team spawns so close when you kill somebody, and there's there's not that many lanes to get by. So this should be fun.
Well, it'll be handicapped for both teams, so we'll see how they.
So Your Authority gets good spawn. So we'll flip the squads one more time here.
And that was well played by Greg. You know, like I said, I'm trying not to praise him too much, but he needed to do that. As the team captain, he needed to pull the team together. He needed to step up and get the team back to tied 2-2, play well, lead from the front like he did in the first game. That was well played by Your Authority.
Yeah, and we've got a little bit of trash talk coming in there from I'm a Fraud. He says, Zach, your PP smells like raccoon. And Zach with the witty comeback. How did you know that?
That's a great comeback.
Do we need to have a talk?
Great comeback.
That is a great comeback.
I'd like to hear his response, honestly.
He says ready.
That was not a good response.
No, so trying to get into the head of Zach a little bit. I know that Zach is one to kind of get down on himself if he starts to play poorly, but you didn't see any of that on Raid Control. He was slaying, he got streaks, he was dropping people like they were a hot potato.
You know, something strange. We have not seen Zach use any kind of odd scope. Like, it's been mainly the red dot. I'm a little let down.
Yeah, that's something that I hadn't even considered. Usually he's got some kind of giant square rotating, you can toggle it from one thing to the next and, kind of playing like a video game type of situation there on the scope. But yeah, you're right. He's just, let's see what he's using right now. Maybe that will just plain old red dot.
Oh, man.
So your authority is actually going to get the good spawn to start out this because P2 is going to pop right where Greg is right now. So Connor's going to work that initial flip, but Greg snuffs it out. And we've got an issue here, I think, with curls not loading in. So we may just go ahead and end the game here.
Yeah, Connor left.
So you don't like to see that, but sometimes you can't help it.
Well, when you live out on the cornfield, it takes a little bit longer for that internet, that connection to come all the way back into town.
Right, and I think even perhaps he has some sort of internet that is like some kind of satellite dish on a grain bin that is bouncing the internet back and forth between like an actual internet service provider and to his residency. So that certainly comes into play and is why you see him play with such a tremendous amount of lag.
And is it possible that some of the farm animals have inadvertently dislodged said satellite? I mean, you never know at this point what's going on out there.
Yeah, you're right. That's too bad. Yeah, and I know that they have cows and pigs and geese out there. You never know when a duck is going to fly in and just ram into that thing and, like you said, dislodge it from its mount on the grain bin. So maybe that's exactly what happened. I think you probably hit the nail on the head there with that one.
We appreciate him contributing, though. Like he had a great game, search and destroy. I'm sure he'll get this figured out.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that it was dislodged during the last game.
It's possible. Maybe that's why they played so poorly.
Wow, that was a little harsh.
Well,
there's no other way to put it. Greg went 40-something and 9.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. They played poorly. Tremendously poorly. So second time's the charm. Let's see if this works out okay for Curls.
Maybe it's fate. Maybe fate does not want us to play this map. I'm going to do my best not to breathe into the mic, because I feel like I'm doing that.
That's okay. Everybody likes to hear you breathe anyways. So we'll start out here on Curls. And he is off to the races from the get-go. So you like to see that. I imagine Proverb sends no one along the flank now, so that's something that's a little bit unfortunate about this situation is now they know exactly where to go off the rip. So a couple of kills going down in the middle, and this is, going to be anybody's point, really. Kills will go back and forth, and that's just the way it's going to be.
So this is going to be more of a bloodbath point, and then fighting for the control of the next point, I'm getting the feeling.
Yep, exactly. And that's why you have Jared Bubba back here, and he's securing that flank to make sure nobody hops in there and flips the spawns. But a clean wipe for your authority save. Jared Bubba sitting way back, securing that, getting that foothold on P2. He gets stuck, so that flank is going to be open. Let's see if Greg gets word of it. And he's getting pinched from the temple as well. And Curls gets the best of him. He goes down, spawns, flips. So this is sort of worst case scenario there for your authority, as they didn't get much time on P1, and also P2 flipped out right at the beginning. So this is going to be locked down nicely for Proverbs.
You look at the kills; they're favoring more Proverbs at this point, except for Greg. But yeah, the KDs are kind of what you'd expect.
Yep. Couple go down from Scooter Boy.
Well played. Scoot's going for 3. Can't
But
quite grab it.
look at this. Nobody is playing the time right now. They are just so concerned about slaying out and making sure they secure those spawns that they give up about 10 seconds. So if they lose by 10, we know exactly why. But yeah, this is why the general consensus was they don't care as much for Apocalypse because of how difficult it is to regain that. But as I say that, Greg comes in, drops 2. Chuck Nasty with the team kill, but I'm a Fraud and Scooter will clean that up.
Scooter with the kill on his brother. He's getting the best of Bubs, I think. I think he has more kills on Jared than Jared has on him.
And would you look at that as well? Proverbs is sitting on the next hill as well, so they've got favorable spawns going into P3. Greg grabs 1. Zach comes around the backside, gets naded out. And Your Authority will hold it for now. This is another one that's a little bit more of a bloodbath. Not as bad as P1, but you'll see a lot of kills going down and control of the hill switching back and forth, I think.
I found there's a lot of funny angles on this map.
That was a funny angle.
Right.
From Lock, Stock?
Yeah.
Or Snatch. Anyways.
I lost my train of thought, but that's alright.
Funny angles.
Funny angles. The black guy with the hat.
Yep, you know.
It was like parking a
jumbo
airplane.
jet in there.
It was a funny angle.
So now the kills are going to go down for P4.
Greg kind of carrying his team a little bit, 12 and 5. Everybody else is even or negative.
Yeah, what you really don't like to see is that 3 and 8 line coming out from Chuck Nasty. And with that, Your Authority is going to spawn out Temple, which is really just worst case scenario right here for P4, because P5 is way on the left side of the map. And they're not able to break through. You've got 3 members of the Proverb squad watching that choke, and all the members of Your Authority push through it. But now Chuck Nasty is going to play the flank. They're going to try to regain a little bit of that map control and see what they can make happen.
Maybe just play for the next point at this point.
Yep. And Scooter Boy gets knocked out on rotation, but Connor's there to trade him out. So now it's down to Connor and Zach, and Connor just guns him right out of the sky.
13 and 6.
13 and 6 for Connor.
Kill streak too. Nice season kill streaks.
Yeah, he'll be sitting on artillery, and I think that one maybe just got him the cruise missile. So things are looking mighty nice for Proverb, sitting on a 120-point lead now. But Greg is going to come in from the top and see if he can get some work done breaking this hill, and it's just not going to happen.
That's what they needed. Yeah,
Proverbs has this locked down, and I wouldn't be surprised if they bust out another 20 seconds out of this hill. Greg grabs 1, but it's just so far away from the point, it's not even going to matter. Zach's going to try to get a good angle here. He takes out Curls, so Zach will die. And never mind, he won't grab any of that time. But Your Authority, they're thinking next rotation, right? They're thinking time to set up for P1, get that P2 spawn.
And they do get some guys on the point, so see if they can hold it. Curls with the double.
Curls with the double and artillery. The artillery come in from, I'm assuming from Malone, that make everyone scatter, and Connor's score streak just continues.
It's the 10 kill streak. Curls with some great point time. That's, you know, he's playing his role and getting the kills, man. I'm telling you. He is kind of living up to expectations.
Yeah. And Scooter Boy with that double kill with the pistol. And does he have time to shoot bodies? It doesn't quite look like it. He's not even going to put the pistol away and try out a new gun. He's going to use the pistol as his primary at this point.
Broke, don't fix it.
Right. And the spawns actually flip out for Your Authority, so Proverbs is going to all spawn back Temple, which is not great, with just Jared L. Bubba there to hold it down, and he drops. So 15 seconds for the win, and I would be shocked to even see Your Authority step around the corner to put a foot into the hill. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And honestly, this is kind of like, this is almost as strong as the last win was for Your Authority, and there's the win.
it might even be stronger. I mean, 250 to 52 that is obliteration.
I mean, we got Xander Holyfield out there, and we got. I mean, it's a punching match.
Yeah, back and forth.
Curls just play the game. What's going on here?
Some great shots there, right on target. And wow, a great performance there from Proverbs. So we're all tied up 2-2.
2-2. That's the way you like to see it, or is it 3-2?
It's 2-2. This is match 5, which will be Search on Express.
Huh, I must have been one behind. Oh well.
Zach's got to reset something. You know, maybe his internet connection is lagging a little bit. Maybe things aren't, the setup isn't quite what it needs to be at this point in time. So he's going to back out and see if he can get his game maybe restarted, get things refreshed a little bit, and come out swinging in Search and Destroy.
Express, a little bit of a new map. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see the strategies. I have not played this map as much, so I will be leaning on your knowledge as usual.
So I think that I love this map. This is one of my favorite Search and Destroy maps because there are so many different. There's 3 different pieces of the map, maybe even 4, you could argue, but you can't just hold a lane and expect to secure the entire map. You kind of have to be rotating between different pieces of the map to make sure you've got full coverage and that nobody slips through, that nobody gets around for the flank.
That makes a lot of sense. And I think it'll be up to the team captains to convey that strategy to the players. And like we've talked about before, I would expect Greg to be conveying that, what he thinks they should do, and Connor and Doran, you know, kind of molding the strategy at this point. What they think the other team's going to do, how they react, what they are going to do. That's a huge part of this game, is the strategy and the game knowledge.
Yeah, you're right, and here we are. So we're still just waiting on Zach to join up, and of course, as I say that, and as I switch over to our your beautiful face and my subpar face, Zach joins right on into the lobby. So we will see you guys maybe after this map, but we're going to jump back into the game.
Shout out to Game Fuel for that great, that great studio.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
They spent a lot of time. We had some engineers in our facility, just some construction workers, just making sure everything was as it needed to be, ready for this birthday bash that is Greg's birthday.
Our shipment of Game Fuel has not yet arrived, otherwise we'd display it on screen.
You're actually exactly right. I've got, they sent me a case. It should arrive in 2 days' time, so that's too bad, but whatever. Right?
Have to make do with the peanut M&Ms, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Greg going top something. You know, I'm looking for Dorn to have a great game. I think, like I said, he's a crowd favorite. I think he plays well this game. The game's better when Dorn plays well. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah, I'd love to see him shoot some bodies because we've had a little bit of Greg shooting bodies, but nothing quite from Doran yet.
Connor, hard to beat him up close.
Yeah, Connor grabs first blood. Chuck Nasty grabs second to even things up. He flips around. A couple more trades coming in, so actually now you've got Chuck Nasty in a 1 versus 2, and ooh. The not excellent shots from Scooter Boy to take him down. And Andrew caught with the pistol out. So Chuck Nasty will grab the last 3 and get his team round number 1.
Any idea what GLA stands for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stands for Greg Licks.
Got it. Yeah. Well, they did kind of go out. Their name is kind of a slap in the face to Greg. their team name. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, do you think that's what they were going for?
Interesting.
Do you think they were trying to be a slap in the face to Greg? I Heart Dreamy Dentist says Greg does like apples.
Okay.
So he perhaps thinks that is an acronym for Greg likes apples.
Well, an apple, what do they say? An apple a day keeps the dentist away? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Excellent point there.
Mm-hmm.
And first blood will go to Andrew, actually, with that sniper. Second goes to Scooter Boy. So a 2 versus 4. Rough situation here for Your Authority. And Chuck Nasty now in a 1 versus 4. He takes one out, so it makes the job that much easier, right?
I expect Chuck to at least get a couple kills there, even if he doesn't completely clutch it.
He's looking up at the sky. I don't think anybody's going to be up there, right? Oh, didn't even see him in time before those bullets just peppered him right in the noggin.
Well, there was a bird flying up there, so...
Is that what that was?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's the LC-10, too. That was a long-range shot.
Yep. That's the LC-10 for you. Long-range SMG.
That's an SMG.
It is an SMG. Is it an SMG?
I don't know.
It is. Now look at the stat line here after 2 rounds for Your Authority. Do you see that? Do you notice anything?
A lot of donuts up there.
A lot of donuts. It looks like a police officer convention around here. Oh, and Connor drops 2. Scooter Boy grabs 1. Jared Bubba stuck in the 1 versus 4. So he takes 1. You like to see someone else from Your Authority getting on the board, but just not quite enough. Pro plays there from Conor Malone to secure that round for his team, getting those first 2 kills. You like to see that from him, but there's still a few donuts. We've got Greg sitting on a donut, Zach sitting on a donut, and Luke sitting on a donut. Oh, and the timing there.
Malone!
You can't believe he doesn't even care that he dies. He gets those body shots. He knows his team's got his back, and down goes the Your Authority squad in convincing fashion. Let's see what this kill cam looks like. Is it gonna get those bad manners there? I mean, that was a filthy play, and oh, you saw him just aiming those sights up. But yeah, Connor sitting on 9 and 3, really heating up after that last game and that poor performance on raid control.
I normally bet on Greg search and destroy, but I don't. It looks like he's going to lose 2 in a row.
And Connor with Andrew with the first blood there on Greg. Great shot there from Andrew, and you know Greg is fuming after that bad boy.
I bet he rallies. I bet they get a couple more rounds, even if they do lose.
Yeah, you'd hate to see Greg finish the match with a donut, wouldn't you?
Well, he's not one. I don't think he appreciates donuts. At all.
And a couple kills going down there at that top maps area. Jared Bubba just... And he gets picked off by the pistol in the SMG versus pistol. Chuck Nasty, the last one up. Chuck Nasty carrying Your Authority here to that round 5 victory. So
they needed that.
I mean, absolutely.
They would have gotten out of control.
Imagine 4-1.
That's basically game over.
Yeah, you might as well put your controller, your keyboard, your mouse, your dildo down. It is game over.
That's Ali. He's hanging on the ropes at that point.
Yes, he is.
All right, 2 and 3.
2 and 3. I'm going to start out on Greg this round. Let's see if he's able to get, and he opts for the LC-10.
He's going to get up in their face with that gun.
You're right. That's exactly what he's going to do. And what's so good about the LC-10, not only is it a formidable SMG, it also deals great damage from range. So he's not having any of those Connor shooting his dead body. He is pulling out the LC-10, going quick on the flank, and he's going to catch a couple people at least here.
On the offensive. Oh, he misses it. This could
Misses
be bad.
too many shots. And I'm a Fraud is on the hunt, but Zach is there to watch Greg's back. A couple of deals going down here at Maps. Scooter Boy and Connor each take out one. So 2 versus 2. Connor and Zach. I mean, Zach and Greg versus Connor and Doran. Doran goes for the plant. Zach takes him out. Now Greg is looking for revenge on Connor. What is going to happen here? If he gets that kill, what's going to happen to the body of Connor? It's going to be disrespected and mutilated. He catches him in full sprint and he grabs that 1 versus 1 and immediately goes for the aim down sights to shoot the body. You love to see it, don't you? Oh, man. Back and forth, tying this game up. Man. 3 rounds apiece.
That breadstick could not have come at a better time. He needed that kill to tie it up and get some confidence back.
And he was able to get a few shots into Connor, so you know he's feeling great after that.
Oh man, we got a game on our hands, boys.
We've got a game on our hands, and how is Connor going to respond to the disrespect, to the bad manners from Greg? Let's see if he takes the high road. Oh.
Cons goes down twice to Greg.
Do you see what happens there, though? Actually, Connor gets Greg, and Andrew gets a team kill on Connor with the sniper. So no glory to be had from either player, really, if we're being honest. Good shots there from Jared Albubba as
with the kill on Scooter.
He pulls out the LC-10. I think that's a great move. I think that's going to be sort of your best option there for weapons.
Is that the first kill that Bubba has had on Scooter? I'm not sure. That might be.
Maybe in Surge.
Yeah. Scooter's generally got the upper hand in that rivalry.
But who would you rather have in this 1 versus 2 on your team than Mr. Clutch himself, Curls?
Oh! I'm betting on Curls right now. I mean, who are you?
Bombs down. He's got 20 seconds. Gets a little bit of bad timing there, but is it going to matter? Chuck Nasty with the good shots to give his team the lead. Chuck Nasty really showing up this match. You love to see that from Chuck Nasty, especially after last game, right?
That's right.
Where they lost by 200 points on hardpoint.
Chuck Nasty being that nice pick-me-up, you know, keeping the team on track when everyone else is actually negative right now.
Yeah, that's a very good catch. I did not notice everyone on their team is negative, but they're winning, except for Chuck Nasty. So he's got the big giant backpack on right now. And Greg takes Connor out.
That's gotta feel good.
Yep. Curls quickly evens the odds, though. What the actual?
I'm not sure what happened right there, boys.
Is that a hip fire? And Greg takes out Scooter Boy and proceeds to help himself to the bad manners right there. So, Greg, a little bit more back and forth.
Working his way back into this.
And the hip fire just is not going to quite connect. Leaves Jared Albubba in a 1 versus 1 against Andrew, who is actually positive. 8 and 5. He's playing supremely well with the sniper up there, top nest. And he knows exactly where Jared Albubba is, but unfortunately for Andrew, he has to be the one to plant the bomb. Let's see if Jared Albubba reads this. Andrew goes for the plant, gets the bomb down. Great play from him to, tag Drew up with that nade.
Team captains probably preaching the strategy at this point.
Yeah. I'd like to be in on those comms right now.
It'd be interesting.
Oh, and Drew spots him.
He's got him.
Drew spots him, hops down, goes for the shots. A few bad shots, and he's just completely taken out by Andrew. Not what you want to see there from Jared Albubba. So Andrew will clutch out that 1 versus 2, right?
I'm not sure, but that was well played by him.
Yeah, it was a 1 versus 2. Very well played by him. In fact, it might have been 1 versus 3 even. So that'll even the odds up again, 4-4. Will we get our coveted round 11?
It's looking like it.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. I'm a Fraud playing well. He always brings a good attitude, good energy, but he's playing very well this round.
Yeah, the trifecta, right? Good attitude, good energy, good KD. And Connor's going to press up really close there on B, but unfortunately for Proverbs, they read this completely wrong because Your Authority is going to play that A side. But
Greg goes down early.
Greg goes down early. He's traded out by Chuck Nasty, so it'll be a 3 versus 3. Jared Albubba will grab that bomb and get that thing down, ready to explode. As the time dwindles, Chuck Nasty goes down, or Chuck Nasty gets Andrew, and Zach goes down to Scooter, so 2 versus 2. Good kill from Jared Albubba on his longer, maybe shorter brother, 1 versus 1. And Chuck Nasty gets the best of Connor there, so they'll go up 5-4. Your Authority looking good.
Chuck Nasty, I mean, he's keeping the team on track.
You're right, yeah. He's, like I said before, he's got a massive backpack out for this match.
And they're up 5-4.
Look at him, still the only person even close to positive on his squad.
That's the beauty of a teamwork, you know. Sometimes one person's gonna have a down game, but sometimes the other one's gonna play up, and that's teamwork right there.
Yeah. There's no I in team, in fact.
But there is a me, but there's no I.
So 2 will go down for Your Authority. They're not gonna want to get closed out here. Yep. Chuck Nasty left in a 1 versus 3 now, as a few good kills come in for Proverbs.
If anyone can pull it out, it's him. I do want to highlight, we did see a kill from Scooter on Jared, which is always interesting to see in that route.
Oh, and you know, Curls was going for the assassination there. I think I heard a little bit of melee action going on behind Chuck Nasty, but it wasn't quite enough. So he had to finish him off with his actual weapon.
A bummer.
So we've got us around 11.
Here we go.
This is for all the marbles. Game number 5. So whoever wins this round goes up 3-2.
Is it first to 4?
Yep.
Okay, so it's yeah.
So it's not quite all the marbles. It's all the marbles from the perspective of this match.
It's a lot of marbles.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in that jar.
All right, Greg takes the bomb early. Takes control. See what he does with it.
So they're going to push that A side. Greg holding the train, gets that drop shot in on Connor, and Connor is not feeling great about that, getting blooded. Bomb going to go down A, and nobody even remotely close to stop this. If I had a crystal ball right now, I think it would tell me this match is going to Your Authority.
Connor's got to be communicating, hey, they're probably at A. You'd think that would be happening.
But would you look at this? 2 go down for Your Authority, so Proverbs sitting with the man advantage here. Curls might get some pretty poor timing here. Oh, and he hops he's going to just hop it, but he sees Jared Albubba, scares him off of the bomb. He goes down. Andrew is left. Greg grabs Andrew too, gets the body shots in, and here we go. Game number 5. Goes to Your Authority. Great play there from Greg to play the top of the map room there. Hop out and grab a couple of them. And then proceed to shoot.
Shots, yeah.
Proceed to shoot the bodies. So a great performance there out of Greg to finish things off. But you really got to highlight Chuck Nasty, right?
That's a great point. The only one positive, Greg may have gone positive there at the end. But yeah, that was all Chuck Nasty right there.
Yep. Okay, so we don't need to change the teams up at all for this next match, which just happens to be Garrison Control.
Ooh, I like Garrison. This will be a fun one to watch. I do want to say one more thing. I want to highlight Andrew's great performance on the last game.
Okay.
That was, I think, what did he go, 10 and something? He was positive. He was very positive.
Yeah.
It was a great effort by that team.
Yep. They played really well, which is what you like to see, but now they're going to have to dig their feet in a little bit because they're sitting on an elimination match right now.
Garrison Control, here we go.
Garrison, I mean, what happened on the last Control? Do you remember?
Authority dominated the last Control.
They completely and utterly dominated. So if Proverbs manages to pull this off, we'll have a game number 7, which would be Hardpoint Raid, which again, Raid was the map that Your Authority dominated on, and Your Authority will get the good spawn on it. So we'll just have to see what comes of that. But for now, there's going to be a little bit of a bathroom break. So we'll hop back over to us, shall we?
good to see you guys again.
Yeah, good to see you again. So far, we've got some good matches, and actually, let's jump over here real quick. There you go. Here's where you see the map selection. Control Garrison is where we're at right now. Hardpoint Raid will be match number 7.
If you had to guess, and this is just a prediction, we're playing no favorites here.
Right.
Who do you think might pull out the victory overall in this tournament?
Well, I mean, obviously right now it pretty heavily favors Your Authority, right? They're up one game. We're jumping into Control, which they just completely obliterated Proverbs in that match. But, you know, Connor was cold that game. I mean, you could tell his shot wasn't on, his awareness wasn't on, and he seems to really be picking the pace up, right? With the hard point, he just destroyed everybody. And then in Search, he also had a great performance despite the loss. So I think that Connor-Greg matchup will be pretty critical here to see who grabs game number 6.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see, as commentators, you'd like to see a Proverbs win here so we get that extra game. But, you know, I think for me, eyes are on Scooter. I mean, we need that extra little boost just to, you know, you got to get over the hump. You got to tie this up. And everyone's playing well on that team, but I think Scooter's got to be the one.
Yeah, and maybe back against the wall is what he needs, right? Because usually, you know, if you lose in all the previous games, if you lose the match, no big deal. I'll get him in the next match, right? The next game. But right now, his back's against the wall. There is no next game.
Right.
If they lose this, they lose. They lose out on that big, huge prize pool.
69 million.
69 million buckaroos.
Oh.
Let's just make sure they know. Obviously, they should know this, but we'll just have it up there for the record. Oh, they can't see that I typed that. How embarrassing. There we go. I said, let me know when you're ready. Question mark.
Sam, what have you done?
Did you get the package? Watch it. Watch the tape.
What the hell was that?
The machine. It's happening again.
Requiem actual strike team is on the ground.
Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Roger. Moving.
Let's get the power on.
What was that?
Sometimes I feel I've got to get away.
Strike team, report. What the hell just happened?
Take my tears and what's not nearly. Oh!
Let's go!
Push him back!
You want this?
Roll the sentry!
GCDL. Cold War coming soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready to roll. So we're going to jump into this game number 6, Control on Garrison. Let's do this. Now, I can't remember which team is offense and which team is defense here, but the offense is going to have a lot more trouble. Usually it's a bit of a struggle to try to grab those points because they're a lot easier to defend than the raid points. But really, it just comes down to who's getting the kills, right? You get a full team wipe from one team, and then you can take advantage of that and snag an offensive round. So yeah, your authority is going to start out on offense here.
Chuck Nasty looks like he's ready.
Yeah, he does. And let's actually jump in with your authority and see what their comms are sounding like here to start the game off. See if maybe they're talking strategy or whatnot.
Oh, God, I'm gonna really pick.
Andrew is sniping. Andrew's sniping lights. One's top green.
Connor got me. Connor sitting top green. I think I'm actually.
One's cat.
Dorn's pushing through. Sorry, that's Luke actually. Luke's caution.
Oh, Greg humiliates him.
Yeah, you got me.
Got curls.
Pretty good comms.
Cat one still.
We need like one more kill here so we can push up.
I'm going through.
He's in green.
He's sniping that room every time.
Wait, what? How did I?
How the frick?
Rails.
Me.
All right, let.
Our spawn. Connor.
Got Connor.
Yep.
Okay, we got 30 seconds.
Dorn's
we
in
gotta...
by two.
I'm gonna go A.
Vent.
So what did you think of those comms? The quality, the strategy.
There's good communication. It seemed like this person's there, that person's there.
Yeah, and Chuck Nasty is going to try to take advantage of a bit of a dire situation. They're kind of getting rolled over right now, sitting on 7 kills or 6 kills across the board for your authority. But Chuck Nasty really just popping off here, and that'll give time for the mechanic to show up, and they'll manage to snag a single tick. And on the other side, Jared L. Bubba grabs a little bit of time there on B, so they're not out of it yet, but things are not looking good for round 1.
Connor just destroying people right now. 8-3.
Yeah, Connor is dominating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Greg's going to play the middle a little bit and see if he can clean things up and get his team a little bit of map control. But he goes down. I like the position here from Chuck Nasty. He's going to be able to, yeah, right, just shoot anybody in the back who pushes out of lights there. But Curls takes him down. So are they going to cap this with 7 seconds left? They're sitting on a 6 life deficit, which is not excellent. Wow, but so they grabbed that. They've got 1 tick up there at A, and let's see if they can if they can string together a few kills here and take control of that A point. And Zach is on it right now. So if you're Proverbs, you got to move.
I think Zach could get a couple kills here. He does get 1.
And 4 go down for Proverbs, evening out the life count, and they grab that point.
The underdogs, I mean, they were down, what, 6 to 12 lives?
Yeah, and they evened it all out and actually captured the points. So, you know, a little bit of a lapse there, I think, from Proverbs, because you got to play that a little closer. They had 4 people sitting back in spawn, actually just ADSing, watching bricks. You got to move up. Zach is capping that, getting map control for his team. Let's jump on board. What do you think with the Proverbs squad and see what they're discussing?
I'm not saying now. I'm saying before.
So we're supposed to be offense starting. I got flashed immediately.
Mid tank.
Got him.
Top green. Got him.
Nice job.
Vent. Dead. Alright, flood point. I'm gonna watch green.
No, there's coming lights. There's two.
Watching one.
One mid. One lights, 2 point on contest.
One more on point.
Got him.
All right, pushed.
Top green.
There's no way.
He's pushing cat.
Hit marker midair. Jeez.
Greg's.
So what did you think of those comms from the Proverb squad? How were they in comparison to your authority, do you think?
Seemed like pretty good communication. And another interesting point I wanted to point out was it was great teamwork between Connor and Doran. I think that was a key to this game. If they're going to pull out a win, they had to work well together. And it seems like they are.
Yeah, one person's getting one guy, the other one's getting the next, and they just keep going back and forth and trying to make something happen here. But right now they're not sitting in a great spot. 4 life deficit, 10 seconds left to cap this, but it looks like they actually may have just broken through, and that they'll go ahead and snag this point, I think. Connor, last man standing. Is he able to secure it? And he does. So they've got a minute left. Down by 4 lives, so that that's not horrible. And they've got to make their way on over to A with no ticks. Connor grabs a couple of spawn kills though, but he's taken out by Zach.
He was itching for that third one.
He really was, wasn't he? You could just see it in his gun.
Yeah.
Just itching, like he had herpes or something.
Scoots with a nice kill on his brother.
Yeah, and so that is going to be 3 down for your authority. So the Proverb squad is going to be stacking that point.
10 to 10. Scooter with another kill on Greg.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the body shots. Right now he's got one thing in mind, and that's winning this game, huh? GCDL Bubba cleans him up though, and he'll jump in and contest. Takes out Imafraud. A huge play here from Drew with just a little bit of time left to come in with the contest and to clean up a couple of fools. Yeah, and that's the end of the Proverbs push that time around. But they managed to grab 2 ticks, so it's it's not for nothing. 1 life left though for Proverbs.
Drew with the kill on Dorn.
So it's all up to Curls, or they go down 2-0. And he'll jump in and contest it for a little bit, giving away his position, and he goes down. So your authority takes number 2. They seem to be, have a little bit better idea of what's going on here in the control matches. Kind of just pushing together, waiting for a full clean set of kills, and just going for it.
How much of this comes down to playing your spawns? Does that come into much play here in control?
Not as much. So spawn positioning doesn't matter as much because you'll either spawn them typically one of 2 places on the map. So like if you're pushed way down to the south side of the map, then maybe you'll spawn them to the north on the left. But really that doesn't come into play huge. But what is huge is spawn kills, because they're spawning in one of those 2 spots. So if you can secure, get some map control and secure that position, then you can take them out while they're spawning in and don't have a chance.
This is the game. This is the game round right here. All the marbles, isn't it?
This is all the marbles. If Proverbs loses this, they're out, and the victory goes to your authority.
Greg with the double kill, taken out by Connor.
Yeah, it's just not going to be quite enough, but that was just the distraction that they needed as your authority comes in, and they will completely secure B and lock that thing down. Good kill from GCDL Bubba in lights. I'm actually really surprised that happened. Oh, but look at this sneaky beaver play here from Doran. Look what he's going to do. And they are ready for it. Greg knows exactly where he's going. Greg grabs another one, so the lives are going to be tied right now, and B is about to be captured here by your authority, so they'll be at a nice advantage time-wise.
Keep in mind, Proverbs needs this round to advance.
Chuck nasty looking, just nasty. And oh, look at this flank he's about to pull.
This is going to get ugly.
He's about to catch Scooter Boy in the back. Down goes Scooter Boy. So it's going to be Jared L. Bubba and Chuck Nasty remaining on the point. Andrew's going to come in and see if he can't shut down at least one of those, and not quite enough of those bullets are going to connect. And he's traded out, but Connor's here. He grabs one, gets traded out by Greg. Curls will take Greg out, so it's just Jared L. Bubba left, and he's going to be dancing around the point, and it's not going to be quite enough to secure it. But they grabbed a tick. They've still got 2 minutes to work with. They've got the life advantage, so things are looking pretty good for Your Authority, if I'm completely honest here.
You know, none of these games have really been blowouts, it seems like. They've all been fairly close, but Your Authority is coming out on top, and I think it's because of Greg. He's got that awesome KD right now. 22 objective kills.
Yeah, him and Connor are both really showing up to this match.
Yeah, like you predicted.
Right, yeah, that's what has to happen. You know, if neither of them show up, then it's gonna be a wash. If both of them show up, it's gonna be a wash. If only one of them shows up, well, you know.
Connor on a 4-kill streak.
So a nice setup here from Your Authority, and they're kind of just waiting to press together. Scooter Boy goes down to Chuck Nasty, so it seems like now maybe they're just going to play the life advantage for just a little bit, but that's not gonna fare too well for them with Connor sitting on a 5 streak, right?
Yeah, he seems to be pulling it, really stepping up big here. Bubs with the kill on his brother. 2 kills, the triple.
Oh,
Jared L. Bubba.
Jared L. Bubba, great play from Jared L. Bubba. And there's only going to be 4 left for Proverbs, so as one of them drops, then they'll have no respawn. But it doesn't even matter because they won't get to the point. Your Authority stacks it, they grab it, and they'll secure the W.
And that's the win.
That's the win. So great games there from Your Authority, and I'm curious to see what the morale is like in that Proverb side of things.
It was a great effort on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious if they'll want to do the final map as a show match, or if you just want to call it an evening. It's only 10:45, so it's not terribly late. Let's see what they say here. Why does that 7 look so funny?
An awesome game so far. Great competition. Both teams looking really on point, honestly. Neither team ran away with it.
Yeah, so it looks like we won't get to see that map number 7, but that's all right. What are your takeaways from these games?
I don't know, kind of what you maybe expected. A lot of people I don't know. Yeah, Greg played extremely well. Jesse played very well, and I think he was the X factor. Maybe that's why they pulled ahead. Connor played well. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment completely. Okay, so it looks like they are going to end up wanting to do that final match just to see who would have come out on top had this match gone the other way. So we'll jump over to Raid Hardpoint.
It's the mark of a true competitor, you know. Let's play another one.
Yeah, nobody's giving up, right?
Just because the game may be over, I still think I'm better than you. Let's play this other game.
Yep. So we'll get the teams all situated here so that things look correct on our side. All right, so we'll get a little bit of a gentleman's show match here at the end. This should be fun, you know. No feelings on the line. No big $69 million prize pool at on the horizon. It's just a pure fun match, right?
Mm-hmm. Just playing some Call of Duty on a Sunday night
with the friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Take a couple of tokes.
Your Authority dominated this the last game on this map, but it is a different objective game type, so we'll see how it plays.
Chuck Nasty pulling out the sniper, so you can really tell nobody cares about this match, right? Gonna be playing with the sniper for the first time all evening.
Maybe a little revenge from all the snipe kills he received.
Yeah, it really only happened in Search and Destroy, though, right?
Greg with 4. 5.
Is that even fair?
This must be his map? 6. I mean, this is the same thing he did last time.
So Connor pulls out the sniper as well, but Chuck Nasty manages to best him with that. What is he running there? Okay, that is the Tundra. He's just got a weird scope on it. Is that a weird scope? It looks weird to me. Maybe it's not. I don't really use it. So Your Authority manages to grab the majority of the time on that hill, and then also they're set up for P2. So they knew what they were doing. If this map was required, they knew the rotations, they knew the setups that they wanted. But Curls is going to make a nice play here to try to, and you look as he's back there in the jungle, all of those arrows from Your Authority turn around, but doesn't make a difference because Greg drops 3.
11-1. I think this is just his map. Maybe he's more comfortable in this map. 12-1.
And the sniper comes in from Connor to finally put the nail in Greg's coffin. But he says, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just come back in here and kill all of you again." And then also,
go ahead.
Also we've got Jesse and Zach already on rotation for P3. So you like to see that. Scooter Boy also on rotation. Let's see if he can win this next 1v1. Yeah, he wasn't quite expecting to be there already, but doesn't matter because Connor's here to help him with the cleanup. Jared Al Bubba though gets Connor. Scooter trades Jared Al Bubba, and that's a clean setup then for Proverbs as they start to collect a whole bunch of time here on P3.
And they needed that to stay in the game, get some confidence.
Zach with a great position, but he's gunned down by that LC-10. You're just not gonna be able to. Okay. And now Connor's wondering why he didn't just use the sniper from the beginning, right?
That diamond studded. That's lethal, man.
Diamond studded. And Andrew takes out 2 and 3 to secure the remainder of that time there. So 15 seconds left, and they'll go ahead and leave Curls sitting back there on old. As Connor rotates over to basketball, does a quick scope and snags 1. Scooter Boy grabs another, so we've got a 3 versus 2 then here, basketball. Greg takes 1 out, and that manages to secure the spawns for his team, and they're going to be all set for P4 now, at least initially. Good couple of nades coming in from Scooter and Zach as they trade lives with one another. You love to see it.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, they do. Another nade coming in for Greg to increase his KD even further.
18-5. Look at that.
So what do you think? Do you think that Scooter Boy can compete with Greg in this game? I mean, look at the stat lines here: 20-6 versus 5-7. Is this even a rivalry anymore? Is kind of where I'm left.
It's hard to argue for it. Maybe at this point, Doran's thinking about his next dental appointment. What has he got going on tomorrow? But yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, Greg seems to have gotten the best of him in this tournament.
Yeah, in dominating fashion for sure.
I would say verbally it is still a good rivalry, though.
Yeah. And really, what else matters, right?
Yeah.
Besides the type of mud you can sling. And Greg is still popping off over there on point. 23 and 7. Next highest in the lobby has 14 kills. Unbelievable. Listen to all these trophies going off. They're just nading the heck out of this hill.
Can we get,
Andrew with the 360.
Can we get some praise for the trophies? I mean, how many grenades have they stopped this game? How many times have we seen a trophy?
Yeah, maybe a trophy should get an MVP.
That's a great point.
Should we go ahead and listen in on what the Your Authority squad is chatting about right now? You know, they got the victory under their belts. They're just out there cruising, having a good time.
Greg's the only one positive, but when he goes 25 and 8, what more do you need?
Well, you certainly don't need Jared L. Bubba to get 5 kills.
White truck. Oh, bottom mark.
You guys aren't supposed to all die.
I know, I'm sorry.
Trying to.
Trying to hit quick scopes, man.
One's white van. Or sorry, black van. Black van.
Top ring.
Spawns flipped for a garage now.
That's not good.
Okay, I'm switching to the trusty old XM4, guys. I'll start.
One's at laundry.
There's sound.
Yeah.
The bomb plants zone.
Red car.
Yeah, I see him. I'm gonna push up behind. What's the next point?
Kitchen.
Okay, I'm gonna push up behind then.
Black van.
Scooter boys in kitchen.
Still spawning garage.
Still there.
I'm gonna push around.
So, you know, they're just having a great old time over there, aren't they?
Man, they're loving it.
Yeah.
They're wheeling and dealing.
behind Greg's 30 kills. Let's take a listen to the other squad. Let's see how Proverbs is doing. You know, they've got a pretty commanding lead. They've sort of, you know, with this win, they could cement themselves as the better hardpoint team in, you know, at the very least. So let's see what they're talking about, huh?
Great point.
Pushing new.
Yep, new's hard. They're already moving there too.
Above me here.
Frick.
I got one on new. Zach's on new behind cars. Water steps. Oh, cheeky spot, bro. But not good enough. Oh! Country road. Ah, frick. Greg ruined it.
He's going pistol only.
What? I destroyed it.
Alright, push new. Go to basketball.
Well, not a lot of energy coming out of that squad, aside from Scooter Boy, which is actually the surprising point for me because, you know, he seems to kind of get down on himself if he has, you know, poor performance or two.
Definitely a character win. They're not giving up. And might I say, a great kill on Connor he had there.
With the exploding car.
And a nice attempt at country roads, take me home. Need some more work on that, though, if I do say so myself.
Couple of pistol kills coming in from Greg, so he's going to really just be enjoying himself right now, sitting on 37 and 15 for the love of all that's good, man. The next highest on his squad has 14 kills, going 14 and 20. Massively negative all across the board, except he's double positive. Unbelievable.
Looks like the country roads are going to take Proverbs home, though. I mean, this is a nice win for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet, and they just happened to break that, so they'll grab a few seconds of scrap time, but, you know, this middle is going to be really hard to secure with the kill lines coming in from this Your Authority squad. They're not going to make it happen, I don't think.
Ooh. Curls with
There
a double.
we go.
There it is.
Proverbs grabs the W.
The character win.
The character wins, so it'll go 4-3 to the Your Authority squad if you're counting the show match. Which, let's be honest, I mean, Jesse started off the first half of the game with the sniper.
Greg playing this top spot here. It just seemed like they didn't expect him to be up there. Maybe that was it. He went off 6-1, I think, at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, and then they try to pick him off of it, and he just rotates to the other side and snags a couple kills from the people going the other way. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for and everybody's looking up, which allows the rest of his team to go double negative.
That's what happened.
And not get any of those kills of people just looking at the sky. But yeah, so some great matches, this evening. And but you know, to the victor goes the spoils. The Your Authority squad is gonna snag that $69 million prize pool, along with the bragging rights. You know, there's a little bit of a rivalry going on, and that's sort of laid to rest here, I think, this evening.
Yeah, I think with as much smack that Greg talked, he needed to win this game. And, you know, the team pulled out the W. He led from the front in a lot of rounds, and it was a good win. And, you know, the big question is now, what's 69 divided by 4?
69 million divided by 4.
4.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an actual amount. I don't know. Yeah, it is, because it's whatever. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Well done to the Your Authority squad. It was well fought by the Proverbs clan, but you know, maybe better luck next time, if there is a next time. Who knows?
And I appreciate the chance to commentate. This was a great night. Some great knowledge, some great commentary from Jay Peltor.
And Chuckle Rips 420. I mean, let's not discount Chuckle Rips 420. It was good to have you on here for the first time. You know, we had Chuckle Snips, your brother, if you remember, was on here. It was probably a year ago by now, right? I mean, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's a family affair at this point.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks Chuckle Rips for joining me up here. I'm Richard Korn here at Richard Korn Studios, and GCDL Birthday Bash goes to Your Authority. Well done, and congratulations on that. Bye.
Bye.
Satu. Squando. Squando.
You okay?